And instead of him sitting there going, oh God, what have I done?
Yeah, we're going. Hello.
Hello.
And probably welcome to the last Infinite Metal podcast.
We're taking a hiatus. We're done.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got our number one fan. No, we are going to be rebranding. We're going to give it a fairly good go.
Yeah, so you can stop your crying. We will be here.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately,
New
you
name.
still have to deal with us
New
Yeah,
name.
just under a different name.
because we like doing it.
Yeah, we decided a long time ago that Infinite Metal is cheesy.
Just like
Yeah,
this intro.
pretty much that's it, I guess. And we decided to rebrand it the Breakdown Culture podcast.
Mhm.
So
So you'll see the Breakdown Culture, hopefully on pretty much every social media.
yeah,
Facebook, Bebo.
boomerang.
Yeah, and today, well, it's been a while since download net, well, a week, hasn't it?
Yeah, we've been a little bit delayed on this one. But
Yeah, but we're probably all still feeling download blues.
Yeah.
So we're going to go over who we saw, who stood out for us throughout the weekend.
Yeah,
because,
so, what we got: surprises, disappointments,
Yeah.
those kind of things.
yeah.
and fun little stories along the way,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure.
Oh, there's
If we made such a big fucking deal of download last podcast, we might as well get into it this time.
Yeah, because you two went for the full weekend. Danny, you went Friday, and I went on the Saturday.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll go through them. We've got the news as well. Gene being a bit fucking weird.
Gene being Gene.
Gene being weird.
Gene being weird.
Yeah. Bit on Chad Kroger.
Bit on Ivan Moody.
Fucking
It's all about
Yeah.
It's all about the egotistical front man.
You mean all the loonies? Because I got As I Lie Dying down here as well.
Fuck.
Yeah,
sake.
Ivan Moody. New listeners got quite a few.
Mm.
Miss My, Obey the Brave, CKY, You So Sour, things like that. Yeah, then I download stuff, and you got an all killer for us, haven't you, Daniel?
Yes, I have. I've got a little challenge for you all.
Okay,
Oh.
sweet.
Oh
I
god.
don't like being challenged.
Oh Jesus.
It's a challenge for me to wake up most mornings.
Sorry, I don't know where that came from.
We got your thoughts on Devil Driver.
Yeah, everybody's.
Everybody's. More you because you haven't heard it.
Oh yeah, no, well,
Like,
yeah.
some
I
of it,
actually
kind of.
actually knew more of the songs on there than I realised.
I thought
so,
you might.
Yeah.
And our game this week is our favourite 30-second clip.
Oh, yeah,
from
yeah,
a download performance.
What made your download? What stood out for you?
This was a
as,
tough one, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
Which speaks volumes about the calibre of music at
Yeah.
this festival.
yeah, because it was fucking good.
It was fucking good.
Oh yeah, let's talk about news then. So, Gene Wilder has tried to pattern the metal
No,
horns.
not Gene Wilder.
So who?
Who? Who did I say?
You said Gene Wilder.
Did I?
Yeah.
The fuck is Gene Wilder?
Right.
Right, let's start again. Hello.
Hello. Right, well, who's Walter? Who's Laura Croft? And who the fuck is Gene Wilder? Right, Gene Simmons. Gene Simmons.
Oh,
So,
fuck.
The guy with the tongue.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
That leathery old bastard from Kiss. Gene Wilder.
we got mixed up last week.
Oh, I got.
It wasn't
oh, yeah,
me.
it was me. It was something silly, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
Oh well, yeah. I'm sorry about that. Some guy with a big tongue, used to be in Kiss, has tried to pattern the metal horns.
Greedy cunt.
I didn't really read much into it because it just seemed a bit ridiculous.
It is entirely ridiculous.
One, yeah, for many reasons. One, you can't pattern a
Of
fucking
gesture?
hand sign. You can't, surely.
No.
Well, he
Two,
thinks you
and two,
can.
it's the wrong one. He's on about the.
With the thumb out, no
sticking
one
out.
does
Oh,
that.
with the old
unless you're a
Spider-Man.
Yeah,
cunt.
yeah. He's on about the Spider-Man one.
Oh.
So fuck him, let him have it. if he wants to do that, then
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have the wrong one.
Right. So what he's trying to pattern it to basically get money out of it being used in like the mainstream media. Like,
yeah.
is
how-
that
I mean, how's
Yeah,
that
yeah.
gonna
So
work?
what he's trying to get? What royalties off?
if it's used within like artwork, within films, within
If
like.
Justin Bieber did it.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm pretty sure
he'd
he
have
has.
to pay Gene Simmons
Yeah.
because he's using it.
Oh, tax. Oh shit, fibre.
He's trying to say he invented it. That's why he's trying to patent it, because he believes that he invented that symbol. Well, certainly
In
used in the
1974,
rock-
apparently.
It's
Yeah.
because he's an egotistical wanker.
which he didn't. Everyone knows it was Dio,
yeah, and he did the right one.
and he did the right one.
Well, see, you say that. When was Dio?
Dio, 70s.
Right, because I was looking at an article about this, and the Beatles, the Yellow Submarine artwork.
cover.
Yeah,
Yeah.
66. And then apparently it dates back to Mediterranean cultures as well, which imply the rock symbol, the hand gesture, actually implies that your wife is cheating on you. Apparently.
Oh wow. Yeah, I mean, look, over
Well,
So you can pattern it all you want.
things change, hand gestures, symbolism and stuff changes.
This one hasn't changed though, has
over
it?
years.
Yeah.
The middle finger hasn't. That.
yeah, I like how you just threw that at me there. Brilliant.
I do like a lot of that a lot of frontmen and people within the music, the rock and metal industry, especially, have come forward with patent this with the middle finger.
Yeah.
Like saying "fuck you, Gene, don't be a greedy cunt."
Well, I would like to ask when the last time any of you actually did throw the horns.
I think I did it down those.
Yeah.
Did you
Yeah,
get lost in the
I
moment?
got a bit carried away.
Without thinking, to be
This
honest.
tongue appears out of nowhere. No.
No, you're doing the wrong one, Fisher. Put your tongue away.
Like, not to demean like metal and rock culture, but I don't think I've actually done it since I was like.
Well, that's
16.
not genuinely mean that.
Yeah,
like,
it's been like, yeah, metal. Shit, sorry, I don't know where that came from. Yeah. Well, apparently, well, this is not my nerdy research. This is all part of one article, but apparently it dates back to Buddhist culture as well,
Yeah,
which is brilliant because it's
quite ironic.
yeah.
It's now affiliated with Satan.
Bless him.
Good old saying.
But then Dio, he was saying it was to ward off evil spirits.
Right.
You know, so
You even waggled the fingers.
that's what Dio did. He was all about that. So I don't know.
Well, if no one's
Now
gonna-
that I can't get on board with. Right, you know, I'll throw the horns every so often if I'm getting really into it. I cannot stand there and wave my hand around and wiggle my fingers because that's
Not
weird.
weird. That's not.
It's not cool.
No, it's not.
I'm like patting the shocker.
That's still Panthers, isn't it?
Is it? You haven't seen my internet history.
Nor do I want to, if I'm being perfectly honest.
Moving on.
Yeah. Five Finger Death Punch.
Mm.
Ivan Moody.
Right, this turned out to be exactly as I expected it to be.
Yeah.
I say exactly. I thought that maybe he was just being.
Over dramatic.
Yeah, well, I thought that maybe he was going like full on Axl Rose and just turning up late for shows because he could, because he knew that the band couldn't function without him. That's what Axl Rose was doing.
Okay.
I thought that's what Ivan Moody was doing. Turns out he has fallen off the wagon again.
Again, right. Okay.
Did anyone read the first statement the band released
Yeah.
after that horrific performance? And what it boiled down to was them saying, yeah, but we're a rock and roll band and shit happens. It's like, well, you can't just...
It said something like, it's like a roller coaster. Who's ready for the next ride or something stupid?
You
like
can't keep palming shit like that off as, wait till
Yeah,
next time.
they're just trying to make excuses for him, aren't they?
Mm.
But then there was...
It's like, fuck, he's done it again. Oh, now we need some more PR. We need to roll out.
But before Ivan released his statement, I saw a picture of a post on Instagram that was from a Five Finger Death Punch fan site, and it was a picture of Ivan and Jason Hook had
Right.
commented on it, and it just said, "Disrespectful arsehole."
Wow.
Yeah, I saw that.
There's things aren't good in that camp.
No.
I mean,
Maybe
yeah, they're
it's
probably
just with
pissed off with him, like, and his issues, but
I'm not
that
sure whether
isn't
to
healthy.
add my take on this now or when we talk about seeing a download. Because, well, I might as well say it now. We'll talk about the performance later, but I was there with a group of people saying, end it now. Something's going to happen.
yeah,
But he was just filled with glee the whole way through that gig. He spent more time out in the crowd high-fiving everyone than he did actually on stage, and it was almost like, hey guys, look, I'm actually like quite thankful for this. And it was almost like an over-the-top, like, hey, I can actually be alright. That's what I took from
Yeah,
it
I mean,
anyway.
he's-
Like,
he's a good performer, and
Yeah.
you can see he genuinely does enjoy what he's doing.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think this show where it just went to shit was actually the show they played after the download performance.
The very next one. Okay.
Was it?
Yeah, it was. It was news like a few days after.
Yeah,
that,
it was like a couple of days later.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was late, weren't he?
Yeah,
What was it? Tilburg, Netherlands.
yeah.
This show.
Yeah.
The show itself lasted for less than an hour because after every song they were all having to go off stage and argue with each other.
They have now booked in a free show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was late, and Tommy Vex took over for half the song.
What was Tommy Vex doing there? Was he,
Dunno.
No idea.
To be honest.
He was just there.
Yeah.
I was lucky.
Yeah, very lucky.
Yeah.
So what it boils down to is his ongoing battle with
Drugs and
Drugs and
alcohol and
alcohol.
his own mental state, I think. Fair play to the guy for coming out and admitting. I mean, you know, he doesn't owe anybody anything, but the fact he's come out and apologised and gone, look, I'm really sorry, but it's down to me. It's not down to the rest of the band. And fair play to Tommy Vex for stepping up and going, look, do you know what? I'll fill in for you so that the rest of the guys can carry on what they're doing while you get yourself better.
Yeah. If it's something serious, I don't want to comment on it really, but like from like a really, after seeing them as like a casual, like a real casual fan, like it's just like, oh come on, like fucking sort it out. But it probably does run a lot deeper. So
I hope he sorts it out.
yeah.
Because on their day, they're a fucking good band.
Yeah.
If he can sort his shit out. and
To be fair though,
together.
aside from his issues with drugs and alcohol, by the sounds of it, even when he was in his old band Motor Grater, he was still a fucking arsehole.
He's a front man. They all have a bit of an arsehole side to them.
He does kind of come across a bit of a douche though.
He's got a very
Kinda-
He's got a
at
very
that level, you
Fred
kind of got
Durst
to be professional
type
as well,
vibe, doesn't he?
Hey?
At that level, you kind of have to be
Yeah, you
professional
do.
as well.
Yeah, you've got fans paying good money
Yeah.
to come see you. You know, you've got people relying on you.
That's why a lot of musicians that are of that sort of caliber, they go sober because they want to be able to function. Because at the end of the day, it's their livelihood, it's their job. Clearly, if you're living that lifestyle and you're not sober, it's going to take its toll.
Yeah. Oh well. Hope he gets better.
Yeah.
It's kind of getting a bit silly now. It was like they were in the news every day for like a good week. All right then. Lars Ulrich, or should we say Sir Lars Ulrich? of
Sir
Metallica.
Lars, fuck's
Sir
sake.
Lars.
I think it's actually. I think it is like it genuinely is.
Yeah.
Like, that is now his title
Yeah, he's been knighted in Denmark, hasn't
Yeah.
he?
for honouring and serving Denmark. I mean, he hasn't. I don't think he's actually lived there for a long time, but like. That they do it based on their contribution to like the arts or serving the country in different ways. So I mean,
Sir Lars.
to be fair,
fuck's sake.
Metallica are well, he probably must be one of the most famous people out of Denmark, like right now.
Yeah.
So, you know, still in the music industry. But yeah, I mean, you've got other instances like I remember seeing last year in the hip hop industry. Like you get rather than knighting them, how old school that sounds, but like. You get certain cities that will, within countries that like honour them, the key to the city.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah,
I
the
think-
freedom
yeah.
of the city. and
I
stuff,
don't know
yeah.
too much about that. I know like Drake got the key for Toronto in Canada, which he's by far one of the most famous people out of there.
Yeah.
And then like Big Sean from is it Atlanta maybe? I'm not sure. But yeah, like here's the key to the city. What's that give you?
Would you rather be knighted or be given the key to the
Well, I
city?
think the key to the city sounds a bit more fascinating.
I mean, it depends what you do.
what's
Right.
inside the city?
You don't get.
Do you want the key to King's Lynn?
I'd rather be knighted.
I'd rather have Sir on my
Yeah.
driving license. I think
Sir Rob Smith.
Sir Rob Smith.
Sir Cabbage Hands.
All one word.
yeah. Sir Rob Smith,
Yeah.
one word.
Yeah, the more you say, the more I like it. Say it again.
No,
Nah.
because that sounds like we're going into very different territory
Say it
there.
again.
What's my name? So yeah, any other thoughts on that?
Sir Rob Smith is all my fault now.
Right.
I don't want to call him Sir Lars. Like,
Have to.
I think he's a bit of a dick.
I find it so fucking irritating.
Yeah.
I think he's hilarious. I think I've if you
He
look
looks
at,
like he's like just walked off set from Lord of the Rings.
yeah, he's very hobbity, isn't he?
He is.
Yeah. If you follow like Metallica's career and you've seen all their DVDs and the drama over the years, it's like he's had some douchebag moments. But I mean, a lot of
yeah.
rock stars have, as we were just talking. But I actually watched some interviews with him, like on this recent album cycle, like some quite long ones, where he does really come across like a pretty down to earth, like well-rounded bloke.
He's a bit more humble these
Yeah,
days.
he seems it.
Yeah, a bit of a egomaniac, somewhat. I think is what he's been known for. Outspoken, gives his honest opinion all the time. You can't knock him for that. I think the whole Napster thing did him a lot of harm.
Yeah, guys. Well, I can't even do the accent. Like,
I don't know what that was.
we're a Metallica. No, that must be an American accent. But
Gene
every time I
Wilder,
see like a press conference, you kind of expect Hetfield to be talking, but then Lars is at the front, like holding the mic, just walking up and down the stage, like.
I think it's
his
due to
fucking
the
show.
fact that he's stuck behind that drum kit a lot, and you can see he's just itching to get.
He likes to be in front of the camera, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he's just stuck at the back all the time, like, look at me. So he's put
I am here.
That little hobbit behind the drum kit.
for them stupid faces.
There's strategically no symbol in the middle of his like kit. It is literally like a two sort of like symmetrical thing. All right. Okay.
Yeah. First Things to Mars. I don't know anything about this.
No, I don't.
Oh, okay. Well,
Neither do I.
they are teasing a new album.
I hope it's better than their last one.
Oh,
He's a
mate,
busy
yeah.
guy.
Well, they have posted on Twitter and Instagram. I think it was like a sort of cinematic slow motion trailer of like Jared Leto sort of doing something. Like it's always presented in a very cinematic way. I think with that band, but it just saying in big capital letters, the new album coming soon. And yeah, I just thought I'd see what everyone's thoughts is on the band. I mean, I remember there was a time that I actually did quite enjoy them, as cheesy as they are. Like,
I like them.
Yeah, I really liked them. Their last album though was fucking awful.
what was it called? It was like Love, Lust,
I don't even care.
Faith and Balls or something.
I've never been a fan. Nah,
Ah.
never liked them. Never.
They were really good live. First
Yeah.
time we saw him.
First time we saw him at Download, he was really good. Second time, he just couldn't really be bothered to sing.
No, and
They
that
come to
is
them
his job.
long, screamy, high pitched notes and just let the crowd do it. Yeah, well, we know you can do it. We've seen you do it
The
before.
dude has got a crazy voice.
Yeah.
Really, he's a fucking talented bloke.
He really is.
Yeah.
It was a shame that their last album was just so. It was radio friendly, commercialised bullshit, and that isn't what they do best.
Well, I think they've always been pretty, like, they've always gone for the stadium rock thing. I remember, like, I think it was This Is War, that album. I quite enjoyed a lot of the songs off that. And I remember the music videos and
That's where I
seeing,
started
like,
to go off of them.
yeah. Well, I mean, I know that their early albums, well, the first one was supposed to be quite heavy.
The first one was actually really heavy.
Yeah, and then they had the one with the kill on.
That was good.
Which I just remember it being a bit too whiny for me. And I sort of quite enjoyed the sort of like stadium rock, like epic vibe of This Is War. But I think they had a song with Kanye West on as well on that album, which is really weird.
What?
Good.
This is War.
Yeah.
Did they?
It might have been like a remix version or something, but
So, I don't
I think
remember
there's
it.
like a Kanye West feature. But
That album was really catchy though.
yeah,
They've got that in their locker, haven't they? To be able to pull, like, they've got quite a wide array of style. I think they've got the rock. They've got the rock fans and people on the fringes of metal on side, and they've got that more commercial side to them as well.
I think their last album, that was when they were all over Radio 1. Like,
Yeah,
they got
yeah,
their
yeah.
grubby little mitts on them, and look what happened.
I feel like they have been for years though. Like,
yeah,
you know,
they've done a live lounge on Radio 1, and that's been one of their best
Yeah.
live
what the
lounges
Rihanna
ever.
cover was it? Or-
I don't know. I
Yeah.
can't remember what song it was, but they made it longer, but like an extra 3 minutes, something like that.
Right.
But it was really good. It was
Yeah.
actually really good.
I remember what was it, Kings and Queens, the music video with their own on bikes,
Yeah,
and that was on that album cycle as well.
that was
And
a huge song.
Yeah. So
That was everywhere at one point.
I've sort of got a bit of a place in my heart for like over the top, ambitious, like fucking just cheesy, huge rock songs like that. So I'm all for it. I'll be excited to see what they come out with.
I'll
But,
give it a listen.
Yeah.
I'll give them a fair chance. Like every album they release, just because I know what they're capable of.
Yeah.
It's not like they're not talented. Just think it's better.
Alright. Just quickly then, Asking Alexandria. Their album is done, apparently, according to Danny Warsop on his Twitter. I don't know whether it means it's all written or all recorded or
No,
what.
No, it did just say
Done.
yeah,
New album done.
Done.
pretty
Let's have
much,
it.
yeah.
Let's have it. He did say in another post that it's been by far his most fun album he's had with the band. So it should be good.
That's always a good sign.
Yeah.
Well, he'll be fresh, won't he?
Yeah.
Back to the band, he'll be full of enthusiasm for it. So
Is he still saying that he's not going to be in the band permanently?
I don't know. I don't think it's his intention to stay in there as long as he's got that freedom to go and do other stuff.
I suppose there's nothing stopping him, is there?
No.
it's whether the rest of the band are happy for him to do that.
Well,
They're another band. They're an example of they can't continue without a specific frontman. Really, I mean, they tried and it really didn't go well for them.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all we've really got on them. So rounding up the news with another crazy person. As I lay dying on their twist, but it's probably nothing. You what?
Oh, we need to cover.
Oh yeah,
Chad
yeah.
as
Okay,
well.
yeah. We'll okay. That crazy person as well. Chad Kroeger and Stone Sour. I only briefly read this just a minute ago. But
Well, just for the record, I would like to point out he didn't briefly read it a minute ago. They both sat there and made me read it out to.
okay, can you read it out? Can you read it out again, please?
Story time.
You want me to read it out again?
Oh no, just give me highlights. That's like, I'm sick of hearing his fucking name.
Basically, he was in an interview and he was banging on about how Nickelback are an incredibly musically diverse band, and he challenged the journalist to think of any other rock metal band that is as diverse as those. And the journalist came out with Stone Sour, and Chad Kroeger basically said,
That's an odd choice, I
Yeah.
think.
it is an
there,
odd
are-
choice.
there are much more diverse bands than Stone Sour.
Yeah, but he basically said that the only reason that they sound so diverse is because they're trying to be Nickelback. And he said that over the years, Corey Taylor has been quite harsh about Nickelback and Chad Kroeger in the press. He basically challenged Corey Taylor to write at least one hit song.
Right.
And then, then said he referred to them as Nickelback Light. But then he did go on as well to criticise Slipknot and
Right.
say that the only reason they're so successful is because of their gimmick with the masks.
So he goes ahead and makes it sound completely personal then.
Yeah,
Really.
he-
I mean,
He did say Corey Taylor has been has vilified him and given him a lot of shit over the years.
I mean, Chad, a lot of people talk shit about your band. A lot of people.
I
But-
signed a petition to stop you from touring in the UK.
I've got friends that went to this tour and said that they're a fucking great live band. I mean, my mate Ryan, he was doing his dissertation at uni about drum production, and like Nickelback have got fucking fantastic like production of their albums, and he got a chance to go meet them and do a bit of drum taking with them, which is mental. And apparently they're really nice. But you hear stuff like this, and you're like, well, okay.
Makes
this
that sound like a dick.
I just think that they've got such a long career. They're so successful. Their new album, Feed the Machine, it's called. Apparently, I heard on the radio earlier, it's like number 2 in the charts at the moment. They don't need to be bickering about stuff like this. It's really silly. Like,
It is silly. They are successful enough to
Yeah.
just be able to shrug off.
I guess it just comes down to what does Corey Taylor think again? It still gets to him.
God
What does
damn
Corey
it.
Taylor think?
I mean, he will respond to this, and I am quite looking forward to seeing what he says, to be
Right.
honest. I mean, it basically boils down to the fact they started on Roadrunner at the same time, and Roadrunner threw money at Slipknot and didn't throw as much money at Nickelback.
Right.
That's what it comes down to.
Okay.
Stop being a whiny little bitch. Look at where you are now.
Look at this photograph.
Oh, fuck off.
He looks ridiculous now. Doesn't he?
He really does.
He looks
I was,
like.
I,
he looks
And
like
he
a
was
Barbie
nearly
doll.
responsible for the death of Derek Whibley.
Yes.
You can't forgive him for that one.
What?
In a roundabout
In
way.
a roundabout way.
You can't. Probably should quote that. but
Yeah.
Explain yourself.
Basically, Chad Kroeger stole Avril Lavigne off Derek Whibley.
Really?
and then he got really fat and looked like he was going to die.
I think I've seen so many
Became
memes.
a casualty of society.
Yeah.
Everyone's a meme, but I feel like I've seen so many Nickelback memes that when I see like Nickelback with their new press photos, I see Chad Kroeger's face and it just doesn't even look real.
No.
It looks like a plastic face. That I just want to punch.
Yeah.
He's got a Barbie doll face.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Barbie doll face.
Yeah. Like,
Oh, I guess yeah.
It was plastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really square chin now as well.
What a ridiculous
Chin
looking
has
man.
evolved.
What?
What a ridiculous looking man.
I like to point out I was just taking the piss out of him making it personal, and now we just completely go.
Now we're ripping him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's made of so much plastic, he hasn't got feelings anymore.
Okay. Well, clearly he does.
If he has got a facial expression, you can't tell.
I wonder what he's like in this heat. You reckon he'll melt?
Fingers crossed.
It's kind of ironic when I think it was a video for Rockstar came out. He went under the big image change. It's like very Rockstar of you.
What was that song they put out that was like they tried to go all funky and disco, and it was like funky little monkey, you're my twisted sister. Something about
What?
Something like about Coca-Cola and a roller coaster. Oh, there is a song that those are the
Oh, no,
lyrics.
yeah. No,
Coca-Cola, something like that. Yeah.
yeah, that was fucking shite, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on, Rob Smith, you're the Nickelback fan.
Yeah.
Loud and proud.
Maybe a closet Nickelback fan. But I'm gonna give the new album a listen, and then I'll talk about
To be
it.
fair, that Feed the Machine track
Yeah, that was good.
was really fucking good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna lie, it was really good.
So I'll listen to
It's
it.
like Nickelback met metal.
Is it heavy?
It's pretty heavy. Yeah.
It's heavier.
It came out like the same week that Suicide Silence. Oh, sorry, shit.
Honestly, we need a penalty.
Yeah, and everyone was saying that their music, that Nickelback brought out a heavier and better song than Suicide Silence. And everyone was like, "What the fuck's the world come to?"
Wow. Okay.
Crazy times.
All right then.
Yeah, talking
Anyways.
crazy. As I dying on their Twitter, just put activity. If that means anything.
It wasn't just on their Twitter, it was on another social media platform as well. I can't remember which one.
This is
MySpace.
interesting. I mean, it's hard to imagine that band ever doing anything.
It will just
Again.
be Tim Lambesis and friends.
I
Although
can't- I
who
can't-
wants to be
I
friends
can't
with him
see-
after this, I don't know.
I can't see the ex-members, the Wovenmore guys, ever talking to him again.
No.
I
After
think
what
they're
he
a bit too busy with Owen Paul.
Not just that, but the whole thing
Trying
that
to
he did
have your wife killed thing.
Yeah, those shenanigans.
almost ruined four guys' careers. They're getting big success with As They Dying, and he
We'll see.
fucked it all up.
Well, I don't know enough about it, but kind of did in a way. Took food off their table. Think about how successful they were,
Yeah.
and how big Woven were in comparison.
Exactly.
I mean, even if he does form a new band like,
Yeah.
and still calls them As They Die and he performs their old tracks, they're not going to be anywhere near the
No.
size that they were.
No.
Would you go see them? I fucking love As They
Yeah,
Dying.
yeah,
That's the annoying thing.
They
I
got so
fucking
many
love,
good
I
albums.
love that.
The thing is,
band.
for me, it's not the fact that he tried to have his wife killed. It's are they going to be as good with like just Tim Lambesis and friends?
No, probably not. They're insanely good musicians, but you know,
I mean, it's not
It
like
was
he tried to
always-
have my wife killed.
You have a wife?
I don't have a wife.
Kept that one quiet.
Anyway, is that it for the news?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So, new listens. You know what? Do you want to talk about the tours first? Because there's a lot.
there are
Oh,
a
shall we
lot.
do that
Quickly
after?
go over the tour announcements and yeah.
Yeah. All right, quickly then.
I'm actually really happy with some of these tour
Oh, there's
announcements.
so many. There's so many at download as well.
there always is. Like when you're
Yeah,
there,
but there seems to be some really good shit announced this time.
constantly,
Yeah, really.
constantly covered up on the screens. They're all over the program, like brand new tours announced.
Yeah. Newest
Yeah.
one I saw was Death of Anna's tour.
Ah,
With,
today,
yeah,
Black Foxes.
Black Foxes in Decade. Yeah.
Have you heard those two bands?
No, not yet.
Black Foxes are fucking incredible. Really good. And Decades, really good fun as well. Like
Okay.
like a grungy sort of pop rock band with a real sort of heavy grunge sort of twist.
Sweet.
I'm interested in that.
Not playing the UEA. Which
Not
is
doing
a bit
Norwich,
of a shame.
yeah.
Not doing Norwich.
Doing Cambridge there.
Are they?
Yeah, Junction.
Okay.
Yes, November.
Another one announced today. American Head Charge.
American Head Charge. Announced a tour, a UK tour.
Yeah,
When?
September.
September, yeah.
I'm gonna miss all these fucking tours, man.
We're going.
Yeah, they're playing the venue that me and Carl saw while she sleeps in.
Are they?
Yeah.
The Dome.
Yes.
That is not
I
a
might
good
still
place.
be here and I might go. I might just push it back a
Yeah.
little bit.
I'd like to see how they're going to get on with missing 2 members,
Yeah.
a drummer and a lead guitarist, but we'll see.
Mm.
Rise Against and Sleeping with Sirens
No. That's a big tour.
in October, yeah.
I'm not overly interested. in
Well,
it,
big
but,
bands, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty,
Um,
pretty big.
One I'm really looking forward to, which we have tickets for, is Andrew WK.
Ah, yes.
Andrew WK in November, playing the Waterfront. It's going to be good.
It's going to be drunk.
Oh, it is.
It's
It's
gonna
on
be
a
a
Sunday as well.
It's a Sunday, yeah.
Right, we have to take Monday off.
Yeah, we'll
Fuck
have
it.
Definitely.
Uh,
Not going to be able to function.
Straight
Motion-
buff.
Motionless in White.
Yeah, Motionless in White as well, yeah. I forgot to put
They're
them
playing
down.
the Waterfront.
No, really.
They are playing the Waterfront.
Straight in the Path. Announced
I'm up for
today.
that.
No support announced yet,
Okay.
but 6 dates in the UK. Huge European.
Haven't seen
run.
them yet, so more than
No,
enough.
I've-
Yeah.
I've never seen them.
Sweet.
So
Papa Roach in October.
wow.
Tour. Sick, who are fucking awesome at download.
They were good.
Ooh,
they were.
hearing about that.
Yeah, they were really
Yeah.
good.
In December, Creeper as well.
Yeah.
In December, Exodus with Power Trip and someone else, can't really remember. September.
Who was it? In Flames, Death Punch of Mice and Men.
Yes.
You got that
That's
one?
the main one for me.
Okay, that's the main one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's headlining? Do we know?
I've
Yeah. Because I've seen different posters.
Yeah, I've seen
I've
one
seen
with
different posters, but the posters I've seen is one from In Flames, got In Flames at the top,
Ah,
and one for
Death
Death Punch,
Punch
got
with
Death
Death
Punch.
Punch at the top. Yeah.
And like we were saying earlier, Tommy Vex is now doing their Europe leg in for.
Can I just say, like, Bad Wolves said that they were going to have new music this week. I realised that he's probably a little bit busy filling in for Death Punch. Where's my new music? God damn it!
It's only
Yeah.
Monday.
Well, sorry, last week.
Oh, last week.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, with of Mice and Men, who are fucking incredible at download as well.
Mm.
They were really good. I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
And Cradle of Filth, November.
Yeah.
They're at
Waterfront.
Waterfront, aren't they?
Yep.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting. I'm pretty sure Danny Phil's voice is fucked at this point. from what
Must
I've seen.
be.
I've seen videos of him trying to do it. It sounds.
Has anyone
yeah,
ever
really.
seen Cradle?
I
live?
haven't. No.
They're
but
fucking nuts.
Yeah.
They're crazy.
I saw
I can't
him-
imagine they will be.
I
at this
saw him
point,
at the
though.
Astoria. That was
Did you?
fucking awesome. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
really good.
I saw him at Download when he caught that apple
Yeah.
that someone threw
Oh,
at him,
yeah.
and he was like, "If you're going to bring fruit to Download, at least throw it at the gimp and not throw it at me and not the gimp. Do something that matters."
Did he eat the apple?
No,
Wow.
no, but he was too busy keeping his gimp on a leash. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've seen Cradle 3 times. And
They always have a gimp.
Nah.
Oh, that was a new one.
The Astoria headline show was fucking amazing. That was on the Thornography tour. Really good. Saw them at the Corn Exchange in Cambridge. I think it's more to do with the venue. I've never seen a good gig in that venue.
Really?
Where?
Cambridge Corn Exchange.
Oh, right. Ah, no, I
Sound.
saw fucking
Sound just sucks. Yeah.
Gojira there. Thanks to see. Trivium.
Trivium one, good, were they?
Can't remember. I was just blown away by Gojira.
Yeah, okay, yeah, Gorgira were good.
Yeah.
I think put Gorgira anywhere, that'd be good though.
Yeah, so new listens.
Let's get to it.
Shall I start with Miss Mayo?
Yeah.
Did anyone else listen to Miss Mayo?
Nope.
Nope.
Take a loan.
Yeah, I'll take it there. We heard a couple of tracks weeks ago now,
Yeah.
and they were a bit bland. They were probably the weaker tracks of this whole album. Like, the album's solid. It's real heavy. It's real good. It just doesn't top Moment and At Heart or Monument. Sorry. They just can't get over those two albums. Like, I'll listen to the album, I'll listen to it through, and there's not a memorable track.
So is it just very generic? I mean, that's how that band
Yeah.
came across to me.
Yeah,
now.
it is,
They
but
just
but
seem-
it is so good. Like, it is really good, really good metalcore. It's just not something you're going to be shouting about.
Yeah. It's an
Well,
album
they-
that's just going to fade into obscurity then. It's just
Yeah.
going to be an album.
Another album. No, that's a
Yeah.
shame because, as we said a few weeks back, they've got a huge opportunity to.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, it is really good. you just want something more from them. You know they can bring out something better, something that's going to top those 2 albums, but they're just not
They need
quite
to do
there
something that's so unique. Like they need to bring out their version of An Ocean Between Us or A Powerless Rise type standout album that's going to
back and sort of really going to top them. But yeah, it's really good. But, there you go.
Cool. We'll check it out. Okay. Right, who checked out the 6th album?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. It's called The Future in Whose Eyes? I was pleasantly surprised by this.
I was as well.
Yeah, I mean, I've been a fan of 6th for like it's been, I want to say it's been like 9 years, maybe 10 years since their last album. They split up for like a long time. But they've got a new vocalist, Joe, I forgot his surname, but I think he did a great job on this album. Some really fucking great production across the board. Like, there's a lot going on 6 albums, like heavy, very filled with like weird narrative and sort of like odd sound effects and just mental.
like spoken word.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Like,
yeah. I
I
actually find that's one of the things that puts me off 6th a little bit. Actually, I know that it's quite a unique part of it. I think is it Mikey or Mike's voice? Like he's got this really deep spoken word thing that he does, but I just find it's so odd and out there that it just doesn't appeal to me. It reminds me of like
They've always been a bit odd though.
yeah, you know how like Maiden do their like super cheesy stories like in their songs. It just kind of I just find that a little bit off-putting. But musically, I was loving it from start to finish. There's a song called Vivid, which is really fucking good. There's one called Cracks of Light, which I really enjoyed, but it has Spencer from Periphery doing some guest vocals, and I fucking like Spencer's voice is ridiculous, but I just didn't think it fit the song at all.
Okay.
Because 6th are quite an English band, and Spencer's got this very cheesy like sort of rock voice, and it just kind of felt a bit odd.
Okay.
What else did I have for this?
I got Daleks. A lot of Daleks.
The deep voice.
Yeah. People listening to this podcast, go away and listen to that album and don't tell me you're not hearing a fucking Dalek there at times. It's weird as fuck, but I liked it.
I've not listened to it. I've never been a fan of 6th. You've told me, Rob, to go away and listen to it because you said it's a lot more structured.
Well,
I couldn't get on with their stuff before, but for somebody who has never been a fan, do you think this album is still worth me listening to?
I think it is. They've like really, because what I found was getting to the good bits in their first 2 albums. Like there'd be like 3 really good tracks, and then there'd be like a weird section that veer off for a while, and then it get back to something good. But from at least the first half of this record is like fucking just hitting you like straight away. It is just full of it, and some of the riffs, some of the fucking drumming, like the technicality of it is so mental. But I think it's more accessible for like a metal fan than it is any of their other records at all.
I will give it a listen, and I will get back to you guys.
I think you'll like
next
it.
time.
Yeah, I think you'll like it. This is the first 6th album I've heard. So, what tracks I've heard previously, like this album seems like there's more structure to the songs. Whether that's true or not, I don't know.
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, it's still mental, but it's a bit more.
Yeah, it's more structure, like which made it more enjoyable for me because I don't really like the bibbly stuff.
Sold.
Yeah, but the spoken word bits were a bit odd.
Yeah, I mean I guess that's.
They were trying to be really poignant and make points, weren't they? Like that low rumble kind of music, bassy with some really like eerie spoken word over the top, trying to make like a point about society or a point about this and that.
Yeah.
Like a pre-bit to a song.
Yeah.
I think it was supposed to tie in. Not quite a concept album, but it was supposed to have a recurring theme almost running through it.
There's a song on there, Leesky. I mean, if you say you haven't heard me like properly and want to check out an album, like definitely go listen to it. There's a song called Century of the Narcissist, which has just got some ridiculously like they're kind of like heavy breakdowns throughout the middle, but when 6th do breakdowns, it's not traditional like boring chug.
It's very
more
bouncy,
and it's very like there's loads of just weird stuff going on over the top that just makes you go, oh fuck, like it's just, it makes you like pull face.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you'll enjoy it.
I'll give it a listen. I'll get back to you guys next time.
Cool.
What's next?
Obey the Brave.
Yeah.
Now this.
Me and Rob are on this one.
Yeah. Have you not heard it yet?
I've heard the first like 3 or 4 tracks.
Okay.
Yeah, this was my hardcore pick.
Yeah, it was.
weeks and weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I've listened to a lot of them, and the new album's came up. I'm like, can't fucking remember the name of the album.
Don't look at me.
Fuck.
Fucking hell.
The look
Sorry,
of
I played the
genuine
brave.
frustration on his
Um,
face.
Did you not write it down?
No, I didn't write it down because I thought I'd remember it.
Okay. Okay.
I'm just fucking retarded, aren't I? Yeah, really fun, really fun hardcore. Real good all the way through.
Yeah. Catchy as hell.
Yeah. Oh, that opening track, Thin Ice,
Yeah.
has got like a football chant.
chant.
Or like dun, 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 dun,
Oh, I got that as well.
dun, 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 dun. And then the
That was
double bass goes
intentional,
in as well.
that
Yeah.
football chant.
Yeah.
Yeah, possibly.
I was like, I
it
know
is-
this chant. This is like the thing that everyone does. What's it from? It's
Yeah.
just the fucking traditional football
Yeah.
chant, isn't it?
It's really
Yeah.
cool. And then it just goes into this epic breakdown, and it's like, okay, album's kicked off nicely.
Yeah.
Really catchy, almost kind of emotional choruses.
Yeah.
Like, his voice is so unique.
Again, you have the standard "I Hate My Town" hardcore bit with a song called "97."
Oh, like what are they like? LA hardcore.
Yeah.
Like OTB.
yeah. Take me back to '97.
Represent.
Yeah.
See, there's that sort of shit that puts me off hardcore.
Oh no, it's a good song though. It's a really good track. It's really catchy.
It's not as it is generic, but it's not as generic as you'd think.
It's not quite.
I'd want to listen to it
it's
more
pretty
before offering my comments, but I think it's really good. But that's about the extent of it. Like I sort of got, because I remember when you showed me them when we did that hardcore week, like a few months back or whatever, and I was like, I really like the sound of this band, and I've heard a few songs that I do really like, but the first few tracks for me on this thing I just found like really good, but fucking cheesy. Like kind of what you were just saying with all the chants and stuff. It's like got all the woes in the choruses, and like, the production is really great, but it's just really, to me, I just find it really generic.
To be honest, if you
yeah.
found that about the first 3 or 4 songs,
Yeah.
you're not going to get much out
Alright,
of
yeah,
them.
so
the
you
rest
might
of the
like
album.
yeah.
The last track is like a hip hop track.
Okay.
Like half of it, and then it goes into hardcore.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
there is that. But what is it, like 11 tracks? It doesn't offer you much outside of the hardcore catchy choruses.
Yeah, well, they know what they do.
It's the same format all the way through. But if you like that format, then great, you'll love the album. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I really like it.
I'm really liking it.
Okay.
Really happy
And
with that.
there are some really fucking heavy bits in there at times. Like when they decide to go for it, like they really do. So
Cool. So that's Obey the Brave, and we don't know what the album's called.
Please. I'm now trying to find it.
God damn it! I thought I remember.
It's right on the tip of my tongue as well. I was looking at it earlier.
I just
but
haven't got a fucking clue.
We'll put it up on the screen when you're watching
It'll
it.
flash
or whatever. It will
now.
Yeah. There you go. And now it's gone. Let's talk about CKY then.
Ah yes.
Yeah. So
Fucking love that
yesterday, because the weather's been mental, we just had a barbecue, sat in the garden, and I wrote, okay, let's do a bit of podcast research in here. CKY, get it on. Awesome, just for that scenario, just outdoors, sunshine, and fucking awesome to hear CKY do their thing again. Like, loved it. Really enjoyed it.
They're a sort of band where you know what you're going to get from them. Really,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
their sound itself doesn't really change. Like the guitar tones and everything. I love it.
Just
As
love those
soon as it
guitar tones,
started,
yeah.
I was just like, this is CKY,
Yeah.
It is classic CKY, isn't it?
Yeah.
and it is good. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't retread anything they've done previously. You know what you're going to get from it, but it's so good.
There's a nice pace to the album, and it does enough of each track to keep you sort of interested. And
It absolutely does. I mean, I still think that
You get the track list in it on your phone.
Oh,
there you go. I just can't remember off the top of my head. So.
I still
you've
think
got,
that that
Replaceable
solo.
opens with that.
Yeah, replaceable.
That's
yeah.
such a tune.
How did you feel about hearing CKY on an album with Chad singing?
I thought it was brilliant. I thought it
Yeah.
was absolutely
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah, great.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
I was never huge on them before, so in my head I can't really compare them to.
Yeah.
But this worked, whatever formula they've got going
Yeah.
on.
Like the opening with Replaceable. That's
So
really good.
good.
Days
I
of
like how confident they
Self-Destruction.
come in with that first song.
Yeah.
It's like some of the lyrics on it. I mean, like, as I said before, it's quite some people, I've been looking on forums, they find it, some people think it's quite petty, addressing the old drama between the front man, but
Is it about that though?
I think it is. I mean, there's lyrics on there about basically just saying like, there's a line, it's like, when you see me, you should fucking kneel. Like, it's really like done in a sort of demeaning, overly cocky way. But I think that was like a really great way to set off the album. Head for a Breakdown is like their ballady song on there.
Yeah.
Which I found a bit cheesy at first, but
it grew on me.
It really grew on me because it starts to get a bit more complex with the guitar work. I mean, this album is short, it's only 8 songs, but it's fucking filled with like some brilliant guitar leads all the way through it.
Yeah, there was a really good track, and I was like, this is fucking awesome. And then this was like, this is the last song. Like, oh shit. Because usually albums tend to fade out a little bit towards the end, but it was
Wipe Off the Dead.
Wiping Off the Dead is really good.
It's such a sick riff.
Yeah. It's such a good song.
Kind of like repeats itself the whole way through, but like you just don't get bothered by it. It's like,
can I just say Days of Self-Destruction?
Yeah.
Even though that was the first track they released off of this album,
yeah,
I listened to it God knows how many times previously.
Yeah.
It's still a fucking banger of a song,
good,
isn't it?
Yeah.
And that fucking solo at the end.
It's
It's Brent from Mastodon, isn't it? Still batshit crazy. There's no need for it at all. There's no need for that to be in there. But it's just...
But as you look at their albums, like from Volume 1 and Infiltrate, Destroy, Rebuild, like there wasn't really much lead work. It was a bigger emphasis on like the synths and like the layering of like dirty basses and stuff. But as they've gone on, the last 2 records, which I don't really think held up as well, they had some good songs on an Answer Can Be Found in Castle City, but like he's definitely stepped into like proper rock and roll guitar solos. Like some of the leads are just mental. And the last song, I forgot the name of it, but it's the ending of it. It's just like guitar track over guitar track, and it's just fucking so much going on. But because Chad's actually mixed and mastered and produced the whole thing as well, and he seems to have done it in a way that it doesn't feel like overbearing. Like you can still hear everything going on. Yeah. And you've got like these dancing synths that come in and out of the guitar tracks, all whilst it's like shredding. And you're like, how does this work? It's mental. But
how do they pull that off live?
Well, they have a synth player live.
Oh yeah, of course.
Who, and I think the biggest drawback for people, I mean, I would say that Chad's probably still finding his feet as a front man. I mean, when I interviewed him, he did say he was, I didn't originally want to be the front man at all. Yeah. So, and it obviously has been gone for a long time. But it's more like here in '96 and Flesh Into Gear and stuff like that. Particularly Escape from Hellview, like those songs that had like a much harsher, aggressive vocal take. Hearing him do them is a bit odd live. Okay. But I think when you're there, it's okay. But now we've got a new album out, I think it was the right thing to do because those songs are going to translate well live because it's you attribute it to him. But he has, I do think he has an ever such a slightly weaker voice than what Darren did for the band. But it does work, and I think that they'll. It's good to have him back. So hopefully they.
That's cool. And maybe now it's obviously a new chapter for CKY. They're really probably going to go from strength to strength.
Yeah, I mean,
as he grows, I really hope so.
As he grows into that frontman role.
When they come back, we have to go on that again. Because they're now on. They've just done Canada after the UK tour, and they're now starting the Walk tour as well. So, so they're doing busy,
very busy.
I was surprised not to see them at Download or do a bit of a festival run this year. Actually, I thought they would have been perfectly suited this year with them coming back.
Play the tent.
Yeah, it would have been cool.
Well, the response has been like really, really sort of hardcore.
Exactly. Like,
I would have been surprised if the response hadn't been anything other than positive because it's just a really well written album.
Yeah.
It's been gone for so long, and then to come back and release something that is a genuine pleasure to listen to, it could have gone completely the other way for him.
I think the only downside for me is that it's quite short. But I wanted more of it. But that's a good thing in a way, Have like an album full of bangers than any filler. I'd take that anyway.
Yes.
So,
Yeah. Okay. Sure. That's sweet.
All in all, everyone's pretty
really good.
Cool. What else we got? The Avenged have a new single. I don't want to call it a single.
What is it?
They've said that
shit.
They said a while ago with the stage, they said that they were kind of taking this like. I think they looked at what Kanye did on his most recent album, where he put out several different mixes of his album, and it kind of like kept adding and taking songs away. It was like this evolving experience. I think it's a bit pretentious and silly. You're actually just releasing singles. Like it doesn't. The album is still the album,
it's
but
a fluid.
yeah, they're saying like this stage continues to evolve. They've just released a new single,
Right.
and what it is a mariachi song called Malaguena Celerosa,
Yeah.
which is I should know apparently, but it's a classic Spanish song, which he originally wanted to do half in English and half in Spanish, but he just said fuck it, and did the whole thing in Spanish. I bloody love this. I think it's so much fun. I think it's just stupid. And it just puts a smile on the face. So
I'll agree with you on one of those things. It's fucking stupid.
We had it on yesterday, and he was laying in my garden. He just went,
perfect.
"The fuck is this shit?" So yeah, I'll take that away now.
Well, I just
I don't understand the decision to do it. I don't know what they're really doing.
I think what charms me is there's a band called, one of my favourite sort of hardcore punk bands, a band called The Bronx. If you know about this, they were The Bronx and they changed to Mariachi El Bronx, and I just love that kind of music. I just find it so like just uplifting and summer. It's like a summer vibe, isn't it? Really, like. But hearing Avenged do it is stupid, but hearing like Sinister shred over like those classic guitar like Spanish leads, and then like Matt Shadow's, there's a bit where he goes into this like sort of like falsetto-y vocal that sounds really funny, but I was kind of laughing through it, but I was like, wow, it was fun, so I enjoyed it.
Any enjoyment out of it, Rob?
No, I barely listened to it.
I did wonder at first exactly what it was. Whether it, so I'm not that familiar with the stage. I did wonder if it was sort of a Spanish cover of one of the stage songs.
Right.
But turns out it's like what, a bit of an anthem in Spain, is it? Like?
Well, I think so. I think it's like a classically well-known song.
Okay.
But I saw a comment. It was like, because I think like Justin Bieber's got a song with it's like a Spanish song that's in the charts at the moment, where it's like a well-known Spanish song where he jumped on it and put a singing verse, and it became #1. And the comment was just like, oh, Matt Shadow sees Justin Bieber try and sing in Spanish, and he's like, hold my beer. I'm gonna do a whole fucking song in Spanish. But if you look at like Sinister, like over the years, even from like Waking the Fallen, he used to always do these like little classic bits of Spanish guitar. He does it on the stage, like the single as well. So I just feel like it's them just having a bit of fun. Like they're obviously stupidly talented, as we all know. So it's
it is what it is.
I don't think they're gonna release a whole album of it.
No,
Fucking hope not.
What else we got?
Stone Sour.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, what have we spoken about on the podcast so far? Have we gone through 2 or 3 songs?
2.
All right. So third one being
The really weirdly titled one.
Type A Person A La T.
Yeah. I really liked
I
it.
fucking love that song. Yeah.
It's a really heavy section in it.
Yeah, some really cool little triplet riffing over the top of a really heavy breakdown. Corey Taylor's vocals really strong again.
Yeah.
What else can you say about it? I mean,
It's
classic
different
Stone Sour.
to like the other 2 tracks though. I mean, I
they've
know
all, it's the fun thing so far about these new Stone Sour tracks is that they've all been of high quality but really different from one another.
they did say that this was going to be a really diverse album. It's going to have just elements from all sorts of shit.
Yeah, this seemed to be their sort of IU486
Yeah.
of what was House of Golden Bones. This seems to be that one, because Stone Sour, no matter what, always have at least one heavy, like really heavy track in there.
And then
I'd say this is probably it.
they've just released another one, haven't they, where they did a video for it in the studio.
It was
Mercy? Yeah.
Again, I thought it was really fucking good.
Yeah.
I know
I haven't heard that one.
Have you not?
No.
It is good. I think you'll like that for sure.
Okay. Heavy, soft.
Yeah, it's heavy. Some of it's quite catchy. I'm just really impressed with the 4 tracks I've heard so far.
The sound they've captured is really solid. It's a solid production.
I was saying to you yesterday, wasn't I? I know we spoke briefly in one of the podcasts about do we think they're only as big as they are because they've got Corey Taylor in the band, or are they actually a talented band? Hearing these 4 songs, I'm not saying I could see them with another frontman, but if they were to have started with another frontman, they were releasing these songs.
Yeah. Oh, there's no question that they're not a talented band. It's just whether they'll be as big as they are.
Yeah.
Without him.
I think they potentially could be, especially after hearing these 4 songs. I'm just really, really impressed.
Maybe Chad Crowe would take over for a little while. Will that work? No, probably not. Is that it for new listens?
Only other thing I sent you guys was that new Paris single.
Oh yeah.
Had anyone listen to it?
Yes.
Did?
No, I did. I can't really remember it.
Oh, okay, cool. Well,
Queens of the Stone Age.
oh yeah, I haven't heard
Oh
that.
yeah, I haven't had the Queen of the Stone Age one.
That was in the group
Go
chat.
for that next week, maybe.
Yeah, we'll go over them next week then.
Okay, cool.
Another band we'll go over when the album comes out is a band called Dream State, which Carl put me onto actually, and female fronted metalcore band. They sound like Flyleaf with like While She Sleeps sort of guitar licks in.
Okay.
Yeah.
My interest
So-
there as well, yeah.
Yeah, really, really powerful. And they had an EP out 2015, and so their new album's going to come out soon. I think this new song's called White Lies.
Okay.
Yeah, check that out because I reckon that'll be pretty good to talk about. And we've got to talk about Eskimo Callboy as well when their album comes out.
Do we?
I'll listen to it and then I'll tell you about
Alright.
it.
Sorry, Carl.
Yeah, I'll listen to the new Nickelback album.
Yeah, fuck it, go on then.
Yeah.
Never laugh, wouldn't it? We'll give that a listen.
Well, I mean, fucking hell, I sat through Linkin Park's album twice. I'm pretty sure I'd give this a run through.
I reckon you could.
Right then, let's get on to our topic of the week.
Yeah.
Download!
Post download blues.
So you made it an
Yeah.
hour without mentioning we went to download. Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was getting withdrawals.
yeah.
It's been a week now since we've been home.
Yeah.
Have you recovered? Have we all recovered?
Just about.
Just about
Oh, it
recovered.
took me surprisingly long to recover from
Yeah.
just one day of being there.
Yeah.
I was
Right.
exhausted by the time we got back.
It wasn't necessarily the exhaustion, although I fucking was.
I'm surprised we managed to get
I
home.
don't know how I managed to drive home, but it was more the fact that I sort of would wake up and be like, oh, I'm not a download. This is
Damn it.
shit.
Reality.
And I think it was the one year I could have actually stomached another day or even 2. I'm usually aching to go home on a Sunday night, being like, oh, I just want to get back to it. And
Yeah,
just walk
I
there
didn't
to
take
the
my
bath.
own advice. I said take sun cream.
Yeah, you
And,
did.
I got this Saturday morning, and it was very cloudy, very windy, and a little bit rainy. So I just took my hoodie, and I got no hair, and my head roasted like a fucking bean.
It was
The
sunny
sun-
for 5 minutes.
The sun was out for literally 5 minutes, and I absolutely roasted. And then after that,
How bad was it?
It almost went bad. Bad sunstroke. Like,
5 minutes.
to a point that I was thinking, should I go to work or not? It was so bad.
So you're debating whether to stay with us on the Saturday night, get a Sunday day ticket.
yeah.
It seemed
Yeah,
to
I nearly stayed.
it
as
seemed to
well.
have fucked up your Sunday anyway.
Oh yeah,
So-
yeah, badly. If I stayed, I would have been in big trouble.
Oh.
So yeah, I kind of, well, I didn't. I really liked the Saturday. I mean, I went there for the day, and this was probably maybe the best download experience I've had.
That's mad,
Yeah.
considering how many times you've been.
Yeah, it was so good. Like every single band was so fucking good.
Everyone races their game for download, don't they?
So just to point out, I went for the Friday.
Okay, yeah, should we do this in day
Yeah.
order?
Yeah,
Yeah, I went
so
for the Friday.
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
And-
No, can I just say it took us 5.5 hours to find somewhere to camp and
Yeah,
put everything
we did
up.
say that,
it was
didn't we?
fucking
It
ridiculous.
was insanely busy this
They,
year.
they said that they were going to let people in through the gates at midday. We got there and people were looking pretty fucking comfy.
Yeah.
Turns out they've been letting people in since 7:30.
Oh,
We were walking past people, they had full-on barbecues going, looked really relaxed, settled in.
You've not been here for
I was
an
like,
hour.
you've
you
not
little
been here for an hour.
right.
And then we got to swing to security. I said, mate, the campsite looks really established and everyone's sort of really settled in. It's like, yeah, we had our first campers in at nearly 8 o'clock this morning.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Thanks.
so we rolled in at 1:30.
We got on. Well, you got to download at 12:10.
Yeah.
Oh.
Thinking, we'll just roll in with the big wave of people that are inevitably going to be there.
Yeah.
And full. Everywhere fucking full. We ended up camping on a huge hill.
It was a little bit windy.
Yep.
So windy, in fact, that while we were trying to put the tent up, it picked the tent up and smacked Fisher in the head. It picked one half of the tent up and just blew it over onto him.
Big pole.
I bet he was mad.
I mean, he normally loves a big pole to the face, but this was just...
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
He hadn't braced himself.
Hadn't sufficiently lubed up.
Right, exactly.
Took by surprise, that one.
Alright, Friday.
Right then. I actually arrived by myself. Planning to meet you guys there, and Boff and his lot as well. And I got in as Northlane was starting.
Okay.
And literally the first song, I went straight to the bar, and then like they had really, on the screens they had like all of their artwork was like popping up throughout the visuals, like it was all integrated with the video screens. But they were fucking awesome. They were really good.
Oh, okay.
But I feel like no one really appreciated them.
It's a tough gig, like the very first band
Yeah.
to play Download.
Yeah.
On
It
the main
was like
stage
there was a
as
little
well.
mini mosh pit pop up,
Okay.
but they opened up with the last song on their new album, which is like one of their heaviest songs they've written. I think they made a point like, right, we're at Download, let's come out swinging sort of thing. But it is very genny, it's very bouncy, it's not
Okay.
super upbeat and like, so you're not going to expect like complete madness.
Yeah.
But they really fucking impressed me. I thought their singer is, and I'll talk about it later on as well with that game, but their singer they've got now is fucking special. Like, there was a couple of bits that he did, he like on record, he was like, wow, is that even possible? And then seeing it live, he was like, fuck
Wow.
me.
Yeah. I think at that time, in the festival site being first band on, I mean, how big was the crowd?
Well, I've heard stories about the crowd sizes for the bands on the second and third day, but it was fairly busy. Like,
Yeah.
people were constantly coming in. So
Yeah.
I mean,
So I mean, it's still filling up at that
Yeah.
point.
but people were there. I mean, it was a good few
Yeah.
good few thousand.
That's cool.
I don't really know. Probably like, because when it's full, it's like what 50,000 or something like that. The main stage.
Even up to 80, they say,
Yeah.
when it's at
I
its
mean,
peak.
let's be fair. When we left the arena on Sunday night to walk back to the tent, and we saw everyone standing there for Aerosmith,
That was packed.
absolutely. I struggle to think when I've seen it that busy
Yeah,
before.
people
to be
were
honest.
watching Aerosmith pretty much all the way up to
Where that dog
the
set was.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit.
Wow. The most packed I've seen it, apart from when Sabbath played. Sabbath was that busy, but yeah, there was a lot of
Yeah, so it holds one or two people.
yeah. So Friday, moving on.
Yeah,
So
Who's
North
your
Lane,
next
North
band?
Lane, all good.
I then went to go see Asteroid Boys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I bumped into Stephen Hill from That's Not Mail. Yeah,
Okay.
and told him to listen to our podcast. Yeah, no, I was walking down to, because I didn't really know the layout because I haven't been in a while. So
Right.
I was sort of potting about trying to get hold of everybody. But I decided to go to which I think it was the third stage, the
Yeah,
Avalanche.
Dog.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Yeah.
Avalanche. Yeah.
To go watch. It's the same place that we saw Code Orange.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they were like, we decided to go see them. We ended up having a really good chat, and I think he just got there as well, so it wasn't like busy or anything. We hung out for a little bit and sort of just talked about all sorts, which was pretty cool. It was nice to see. He was like a really super like down to earth bloke.
Okay.
Because I've sort of heard him say that they get a lot of people approach them like that listen to podcasts and stuff. So
Yeah, we saw bees there actually.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think he was then sort of arriving because I sort of asked about it. But
Right.
did you chat to him? Or?
No, he was
Yeah.
stumbling.
Yeah. We'll get onto that later on. But we saw Asteroid Boys, and they are through and through a hip hop band. Like they are
Okay.
grime, but they have a guitarist and 3 vocalists and a live drummer, and it was fucking carnage.
Really?
For for midday or what, like 1 o'clock on Friday, that early on the festival, that tent was going fucking apeshit.
Wow.
And it was awesome. You know me, I love my hip hop, but I think that it was a really good bill for them. I don't know why it works, because it's not really metal or rock at all. But it was. I think it's because it's like hype music. It's like, you know, that kind. You've got like chilled hip. You've got all different types of hip hop. But it was very energetic, and it was like mosh pit worthy hip hop music. So I was saying then that I'll definitely go and get done early for Nishikari, because they're supporting the Nishikari gig in November at the arena tour. So after that, I then met up with you boys just before Sabaton were playing.
Oh yeah. We made our way back to the tent, didn't we?
Yeah.
So we'd just see Motionless and White.
That's it. Yeah. I think I caught the last song of them. Yeah.
How are they?
They were 50-50 for me.
Okay.
All the breakdowns, same with the album.
Yeah.
It's those fucking choruses, man.
Yeah, there's the cheesiness.
Live? A good live room?
Yeah.
Sounded good from what I saw. Yeah.
Tight.
Yeah.
Like the breakdown metalcore side of them, fucking spot on. Sound wasn't overly great, but like the second,
Really basic.
yeah, the second band on, like they're still fucking around with levels and stuff, I suppose. Yeah, and then that whole cheesy chorus weirdness that they have, I wasn't really digging so much. I was headbanging to them. But when they
Did you
dropped,
throw the horns?
nah,
Not horn worthy.
not horn worthy.
It looks like they went down well as well.
Yeah, they got-
People did seem to really enjoy
Yeah,
it.
they got a good reception. Yeah.
And they played one song that they've never played live before. I can't remember what it was.
Oh, that was that weird "It's My Party and I'll Die If I Want To"
Yeah.
one, which features Jonathan Davis
Yeah.
in the album. But yeah,
Okay. Cool. Then who did you say?
We sort of had a little bit of a beer sesh, didn't we? So
Okay.
we were gonna. I think Sabaton arrived with the fucking drum kit on the
Cannons.
tank. They had a fucking tank on the stage.
Yeah.
they had a lot of cannons and stuff. didn't they?
I was.
Do you
for
like
it.
your power metal to be about world conflict? Listen to Sabaton.
I'd rather werewolves and vampires.
Yeah. Although they did fire fireworks out of the tank.
Did they?
They did. And that was their first song. And like as soon as we saw that, we were like, yeah, we're done. And we weren't even near the stage at the
to
time.
go see Code Orange.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about Code Orange.
I think I might be the odd one out here, but I'll let you guys go first, because I remember being in the tent with you, and they had a good impression on you both. I think.
I fucking loved him.
Yeah.
I thought they were absolutely fantastic. Didn't realise that the vocalist was also the drummer.
Well, they have two vocalists, don't they?
Yeah,
but-
the one guy is he like on a keyboard synthy.
Oh yeah, I
He's
think it's the
with
bass player. No, the one of the guitarists also
Guitar.
has like a synth.
Yeah.
as well, yeah.
And a mic hooked up to it.
They were just fucking nuts.
They were
nuts,
crazy,
just fucking crazy. I'm not into their music that much actually. I'm not a huge Code Orange fan, but
I don't think they're the sort of band that you could really just turn up to enjoy without having heard them previously, because there is so much going on there.
Well, that's kind of what happened with Boff and the guys, because I said, they're like, yeah, we've sort of heard they're quite good. They sort of walked in, was like, oh, and just sort of walked out. I think they didn't grab them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which is. But I think what it came down to for me was I was watching the performance and I was like, well, this is wild. This is one of those performances that we thought it would be. Like, they're making a fucking statement here, but the only downside for me, and I kept saying it, I don't know why, they just felt really quiet in that tent for me.
You did keep saying that.
Yeah,
to me.
I felt like it. I felt like distance from it. It didn't hit me like as powerfully as I think it should have done.
especially in the tent.
Yeah.
We should capture that.
It was a
sound.
bit like that for Every Time I Die though. Where we were standing, I thought they were quite quiet, and then I went forward.
Yeah, then we
and
moved forward
I hadn't even moved forward that far.
But
to
that's
be honest.
often the case, isn't it? Yeah.
But yeah, the closer you got, the clearer it became, and yeah, it was really fucking loud.
Yeah, like we were having a chat, like literally they
Easily.
were playing, and
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like we could hear each other like we are now almost.
Yeah, we were quite far back though, to be fair. I think that probably might have a big thing to do with it. But when I watched Asteroid Boys there, that was like, it felt like it was much louder.
Oh, okay.
So And you'd think for such a nasty fucking
Yeah.
sounding band that Code Orange would smack you in the
It
face.
was a very intense performance. Those
Yeah.
guys, I mean, especially that chick, Ruba.
Right.
She's insane.
Yeah.
Like, she fucking throws down harder than I think the guys in the band. Like, yeah, awesome, good stuff.
I was really pleased with what I saw, to be honest. Like I said, I don't think you could really enjoy that band without having heard something of theirs previously, because it is.
Well, Temple would never heard them.
Had he not?
No,
he was loving
He
it.
loved it. Yeah.
Yeah. That's up the street, isn't it?
I mean that. Yeah, it was really intense.
Yeah.
They're just
And it
very-
was in a tent as well.
Yeah.
So, I was just reading like the tweets and stuff from people there.
Were you having like a why am I not a download?
Yeah.
day?
Little tear. But like everyone's saying Code Orange, Code Orange, Code Orange, Code Orange.
Bees
And,
did come out.
Yeah,
and say,
Bees said, I can't remember exactly what he said, but he said it's one of the best performances he's seen at Download ever.
Yeah.
And he's been going like 16 years or something like
I think if we want to talk about performance-wise, like
Yeah.
for sure, it was just the sound let down a little bit for me. But
Okay.
speaking of sound, Mastodon.
Back to the main stage.
Yeah. I feel like Mastodon were robbed a bit on their sound.
Really?
I
Yeah.
thought they
See,
sounded really good where we were.
Yeah.
It was clear, it was loud,
They were fucking loud.
but it just the technicality of their music. As much as I enjoy it and I know the songs, I just felt like it kind of got washed over. It was a bit in and out on that.
Oh,
On that.
okay.
on that
Whereabouts
day.
were you?
I was on the left-hand side, sort of near the ring, I guess, like the barriers, like.
Oh, okay.
But sort of like near the sound tent, and the barrier on the left-hand side.
We weren't too far.
I
From
don't
where
think we were because that
to
was
be
just before we
fair.
separated. Yeah.
Actually, from where we were, I thought the sound was really good.
Yeah.
But then, I know we'll get onto them in a minute, but when Death Punch played afterwards,
Yeah.
their sound was fucking abysmal, and we were in pretty much the same place where we were for Mastodon.
Really.
I thought
It was
Mastodon,
awful.
they were really powerful, loud, had a good bite to their sound. Yeah, definitely.
You know when you're in like in a massive field at a festival and you can almost hear like, you know, you are in a huge outdoor setting and you can hear like the sound of the snare kind of like bounce around a
Yeah.
little bit, and you just hit like when there's a big gush of wind, you kind of it like feels like it suddenly gets louder and quieter.
Yeah.
That like, that's what I was getting.
Okay.
But the sound overall was really good.
Yeah.
It was just the fact that it was such an intense like, you know, musicianship outside. So
You needed that consistency.
yeah, and I think I'm thinking about going to their tour.
Oh,
I
yeah,
want to see them
we
on the
didn't
headline
mention
show.
they're playing in December, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're doing a small UK tour.
Yeah.
Metal Hammer put up online the same thing that you were saying.
What about
That
Mastodon?
Mastodon got robbed of their
Really?
sound a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're not the only one.
But still, I'm guessing a pretty good review though.
Yeah. It was like a whole article, like 10 things we learned at Download today, and one of them was like Mastodon shouldn't try and battle with some sort of elements, the elements, because ultimately,
The elements were weird.
yeah, they'll lose because of music, like I say, the technicality of it, like
Yeah.
bits of it get lost, and
Which is a shame.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I really enjoyed them.
Oh, yeah, I enjoyed them too,
Like,
yeah.
by the sounds of it, like where we were standing, the sound was better for us than it was for you, which is a shame because yeah, they're one hell of a fucking band.
I thought they could have been a lot higher up on the lineup.
They should have been
actually.
above Death Punch, in my opinion.
Well, yeah, but if you look at the response from the crowd, I beg to differ. If you look at the way that Death Punch were received, from where I was standing, it felt like Death Punch had a fucking huge crowd.
They
And
always do.
They always do.
They were really well received, and I think the sound, from my perspective, I wouldn't say it's opposite, but it's probably just a little bit improved for Death Punch actually.
Oh, really?
I couldn't
Yeah.
hear his vocals at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, his vocals were a bit quiet, but other than that, like I think more for me it was the fact that I'd never seen him before, so I was kind of like, oh, I know more songs than I realised. This is kind of cool.
I think it was like the 5th, 6th time I've seen him. I was bored.
Yeah.
Like their performance is just, it's the same every time I see them at Download. Like the same crowd interaction. They say the same things.
Same puns.
Same cheesy intros.
Yeah,
to the
even
songs.
like when he was doing, they would start to play the beginning of Crazy Train and then Smoke on the Water.
Yeah, well, they
Oh,
like
yeah,
half fucked it
yeah.
up. I honestly thought then, because I didn't realise it.
This is it. This is it.
Yeah, 'cause he turns around and just goes, this is fucking bullshit. Just played the fucking song, and I thought, oh fuck, here we go. He's
No,
gonna
every time.
really.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's just
Part of their show, is it?
Yeah,
Seems really
it's
scripted.
It is really scripted, and that's a shame. But I normally really enjoy seeing them live, but this is the worst time I've seen them.
Right, and that sort of ties into the news we were talking about earlier about the state of the band at the moment.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, probably has something to do with it.
yeah, still great download. Booking. I think they were well received in the whole.
That'd
I mean,
always go down well.
Yeah, you see them going up and down, high fiving, hugging everybody. It seemed like there was a lot of like happy emotion on their faces. Like, yeah, you can get
He is a
involved.
good performer.
Yeah. Right then. So, the pinnacle for me, the last two bands.
Yes.
Prophets of Rage. I'm happy you're shaking your head. I'll let you take this one first.
Right. It's well documented that I am not a fan of Rage Against the Machine.
You're wrong. You're wrong. Fucking band and a half. Don't tell me that this ruined it for you, Fisher.
What? Stood next to him?
Yeah.
No, I think I was headbanging enough for both of us.
Right, that's okay
So-
then. Right, carry on.
I mean, we were up on the hill. Fisher had been saying he wasn't too fussed for going down into the crowd, and I really wasn't fussed about going down in the crowd for these at all. And they played really well. Their sound was really fucking good.
Yeah, there was.
It just isn't for me. I hate Rage Against the Machine as a band. I didn't enjoy the hip hop covers because it's just not my thing. And
They did like a brief hip hop medley, didn't they?
yeah,
it's
it was,
just they're just a covers band. They're a covers band, and I just didn't enjoy it. The highlight for me was where they played Like a Stone.
I'm gonna get into that in a second. Yeah.
That was the highlight of their set for me. Other than that, honestly, I was just genuinely really
Right.
bored.
Okay.
so
So
I disagree with their covers band. It's still 3 parts Rage. So who are they covering?
I don't know the story as to why Zach doesn't want to do Rage. I don't really know the
It's
backstory.
just always been
Yeah.
a bit of a tough character to pin down. Like, no one knows where he is half the fucking time. He's
Right.
off fighting his own causes, doing his own activism. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I personally felt like we were all a bit apprehensive going to see them, but from the start for me, because they started off with, their Prophets of Rage, their own song, and then the majority of the set was like, I can see what you say the covers thing, because they were just playing Rage songs for the majority of it. However, I've never seen Rage Against the Machine. I think they're responsible for some of the most fucking huge riffs and like just well-known songs.
yeah, the groove.
Like, I mean, Tom Morello's riffs and seeing it live for me. I know also as well, like a lot of these bands that I'm talking about, I'm kind of analysing quite heavily, but it just comes to a point when you keep drinking, the weather's great, it's a good vibe, and you just go, I'll just enjoy it. And that was how it was for me. Like,
Yeah.
they came out and it felt like they shut everybody up because it was just so much fun.
yeah,
Like,
it looked fun.
From where we were standing and
Yeah.
we could see the crowd,
yeah,
They were
everybody
bouncing.
looked like they were really enjoying themselves. Like the crowd was bouncing. I'm not saying that they didn't perform well, because
Yeah.
they clearly did.
yeah.
Just
So,
but then this is coming from the guy that said that Rage are the most overrated band in metal. So
I saw Rage back in 2010 headline that stage.
yeah,
This didn't compare to that.
really.
No, because I think that was the real deal.
Yeah, I guess
And
so. Yeah. Do you
that was
see
them.
Prophets of Rage having a decent future?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, because they've got an album away,
Because it's like Rage Against the Machine with a really fun hip hop twist,
yeah,
and it just works. It was like, this isn't quite Rage,
yeah.
but it's now the best thing you're gonna get.
I think like
Yeah, it was good. It was good. Always good to see Tom Morello back up on stage. Like, he's
Yeah.
fucking amazing.
he
Right.
was having a fucking great time. Like
Yeah.
seeing Chuck D and Be Real, like because a lot of the people are like, wow, it's like, well, now you've got rappers, but Zach was essentially a rapper anyway. You know, it's
Yeah,
like.
basically.
But he had a little bit more of that aggression, which was probably lost in this performance. You didn't have those like screens.
Yeah,
that
but
you
instead of
have,
that aggression, you had more fun.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
there's never been a real fun element to Rage Against
Yeah.
the Machine. It was always quite serious.
And also,
to the
like,
point.
on a personal note, that day, 9th of June, was election results day.
Oh,
There was a lot of strong opinions being chucked around, a lot of positivity for, I guess, the Labour side, not to get into politics, but seeing them come out and straight away saying "fuck Theresa May" and everyone chanting it was like, I enjoyed the fuck out of that.
It was almost as if like that performance was needed at that time.
It was,
like
if they'd have played the Saturday, it would have made a difference.
Yeah.
I'm glad they were there on that day.
I mean, the only way that performance would have meant a bit more was if Corbyn actually would have won.
Yeah.
And then it would have just been a huge.
It would have been,
like,
but it was still like the result and
big anti-establishment party.
Yeah.
Where everybody's just like.
But from where I was standing, it felt like that. Like there was a lot of people that were really happy with how far they'd come. And just to go back on what you said, Lacey, Like a Stone, they performed Like a Stone while they were a slave as a tribute to Chris Cornell. Had a spotlight on the microphone, and they didn't sing a single word. They said like, sing it if you know the words, if not, say a prayer or whatever. And that is, so I think it might have just been the fact that I was so drunk, but. I feel like that's now going to be a really fond memory of mine. Like I can remember it so vividly, like it being like a really special moment. It's just hearing everyone sing it without the band was like really fucking cool.
It was cool.
Yeah,
Very
and you could
cool.
see them getting quite emotional as they were playing it as well.
It was a really strong performance.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sound for that song, man, those chords.
The sound
really,
for their whole set.
It was
Yeah.
really good. Yeah.
I after that, like, Balls on Parade got played, and I just lost my shit. I was on my own, way back.
Yeah.
Just going.
For me, it was the hip hop medley, and then straight to the.
Sitting there in the fire was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Testify. Killing the Name Of. I'm a bit sick of that song.
Yeah, same actually. Yeah, that's actually like what the low point.
I mean,
for
but
me,
way back where we were, for basically 99% of that set, I was the only one singing along and going nuts.
Yeah.
And Killing the Name Of came on, and everybody around was
Yeah.
like into it. So that was kind of cool to see, like, the good response from the
That
crowd.
song just needs to die a death.
It is
At
a
that
classic though.
fucking-
At that point,
Stop playing it everywhere for a little while.
on that Friday, I think hearing that live, it was about the 5th time I've heard that song at Download already that year,
Right.
or that weekend. So I was a bit like, oh,
That
here-
day.
that-
Fucking
It was a
everywhere.
It was a bit like,
Song.
here we go again. But
Yeah.
to see that crowd response was really nice.
All right.
Prophet's Rage, all good, cool.
I'm on board. I enjoyed the fuck out of that.
Yeah. I'd see him.
Yep.
I would pay to see them headline. So
Same.
I would go.
I'll be there.
Yeah.
Who was next then?
I'll give it a miss.
System of a Down.
System of a Down.
Yeah.
Again, I've heard like so many good things.
All right.
Okay. System.
I was saying to Fisher before they came on that I like System of a Down, right? But what has always confused me is I've never been able to understand how they've managed to become so huge
Because they're so weird.
that they headline festivals,
Yeah.
because a lot of their stuff is just really bizarre.
Yeah.
Now,
And this gives me hope when I'm talking about Ennett Shikari last
Now,
week and like
I
weird bands to headline.
thoroughly, really fucking enjoyed System of a Down.
Yeah.
Honestly, every song, I was loving it.
Ah, good.
I was loving it. But afterwards, I left and I was like, I loved it, but I still don't understand how they're headlining festivals.
It's the anthem of toxicity, and I think the Kerrang.
The
Kerrang!
Kerrang push of System back in the day.
like-
Yeah.
Krang is still.
They're on
every
a
day.
Linkin Park level, aren't they?
Their record sales for
Of,
that
like,
album, to be
yeah.
fair, like
And they're still riding that wave.
Yeah,
Obviously,
after
like,
12 years of not releasing anything.
What impressed me is that point about 12 years of doing nothing. They come out of fucking nowhere,
And they can still pull a
and
crowd
they
like
drop
that.
performance. Like,
ah,
they smashed it.
Right,
Like, they were-
Serge's vocals, though, like he did say that he was having trouble with his vocals. I think that's why Darren was doing so many of the vocal parts. And to be fair, he's a fucking great vocalist.
yeah.
Yeah,
It just
What, Darren? Or
yeah, Scars on Broadway, and it worked fine.
yeah, it's just
Like,
unfortunately for me, it just made Serge look like a bit of a spare part.
do you know?
They could carry on as a 3-piece and
I
still nail it.
So this is my first time seeing System. I thought set list, fucking incredible, start to finish.
That's the thing,
like,
though. They couldn't put together a bad set list
Yeah.
if they tried.
But
It's
well,
every
I
one
mean,
of their
if
songs.
they'd have gone heavy on the last two albums and because they played a lot off their first two records, and I was
did.
happy with
Even
that.
Mr. Jack, which
Yeah.
was off
Yeah.
Steal This album,
Yeah.
which was like
You know,
Really
a lot of people aren't as familiar with like, you know, Steal This Album and stuff like that, but it went down really well. What I would say though is that their production with all the lights was really fucking cool as well. I was really drunk at this point. I just vividly remember like little bits of songs here and there.
Yeah.
And just being in the middle, because I just got shoved to the front and I was happy because I was just so fucking drunk and up for it.
Yeah.
I just remember like being in the middle of like a circle pit and there was just this dude wearing nothing but like a gold spandex like marathon. I just kept like flicking his balls. That's all I remember from like one part of the set. I mean, I'm sure I only flicked them once, but still. This is how drunk I was, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
But anyway,
okay.
They sounded fucking huge.
Yeah.
But I feel like as a band, it lacked heart. Like Serge, as you're saying vocally, he backs off of all of his aggression and he focuses on hitting all of his notes, singing really well. But like if you go back, I know they're getting old now, but like you go back, because they're such a unique band, you go and look at how they used to be.
Dude, people died at their fucking Red and Lee's headline show, like in 2002. That's how
Really?
nuts like their show used to be.
Yeah.
So maybe they've gone a bit tame.
I remember seeing a video of Darren, like it was, I'm not sure what song it is, but he's just standing on the speakers, he just chucks his guitar to the guitar tech and just fucking jumps in the crowd, like at a stage like that. And then now it's like, Darren, like, I just felt like he didn't even slightly get into it. He was just playing it, singing it really well.
He's a very mysterious character, isn't he? He's like...
Yeah. And you've got Serge there just looking really bored the whole way through. Like, but they played well, but...
What got me in the beginning was maybe a bit of that. It was still light, obviously, when they came on.
Yeah.
The crowd where we were not one bit up for it. Like, nobody was really moving, even though we were quite down to the front. I thought they started off quite flat, if I'm honest.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, they came out with fucking, what was it? Straight off the first album.
The Jet Pilot?
Yeah. No, that was not Sugar. That was the end on Sugar, didn't they? But they came out straight out with like the heavy ones, didn't they?
Yeah. But even then, I thought it was quiet, and I
Yeah.
thought there's something lacking a little bit here. It wasn't until the sun started to go down, and the darkness of it really offset those visuals. It was the visuals that sort of started making it like improve, and I think they got louder throughout the set. And then it's
I find
the
like,
second half of the set fucking blew me away. I was just like, mate, this is fucking incredible.
I find any band that headlines the main stage at Download, they're never as good while the sun is still up.
Yeah.
I
It is that
think,
atmosphere, isn't it?
Yeah.
Once that sun goes down, it really kicks in.
I just say as well, their bassist is massively underrated.
He's awesome.
Well, he was the one redeeming, and in terms of like crazy music, crazy performance, he's always up for it. We know the drummer
was fucking hammering it out as well. What you were saying about Darren not really getting into it, do you think that's partly because he did have to take on so much of the vocals though? He couldn't really...
Possibly.
And I mean, I've been looking at a lot of other recent performances, and it seems to be that way. But like, I saw one of, I can't remember what song it is. Like, I'm really bad at referencing what's podcasting, but you know, BYOB where he screams like when they was in the fort at the beginning.
Yeah.
Like Darren does that, and it's like there's a shot of Serge, and he's almost like cringing, like he's like, you know, when you see like someone that used to really like heavy music, that's like, oh, like it's not quite as genuinely passionate anymore. That's kind of what I got from it.
Wow.
It's a bit of a weird thing. It might just be like.
See, I sort of lost my spot, and I ended up towards where basically I was for Prophets of Rage, because you've got an amazing view of everything.
Yeah.
You've got nothing in the way, and the sound back there, it just filled the whole field. It was nuts. It was so good, and that was when they were playing War, Sugar, BYOB, and just hearing one anthem after another, and hammer it out. It's just like, mate, they absolutely fucking destroyed it in the end. Like they really pulled it off for me. Yeah. And I left that set like, wow, like to come out of nowhere and just do that. It was really cool.
I would like to see him again, but I just hope they get some music out.
I'd like to hear some new stuff.
Yeah.
And again, that performance seemed quite poignant in the timing of all the things we just discussed with Prophets of Rage. All
true,
tied in quite nicely because they're quite a
Political band,
local band and stuff. So
Cool.
yeah, all good.
Right, so that was the Friday. The Saturday, I tightened up early.
And we were late.
And you were late, yeah. So I went and got...
On time.
No, late.
Bang on time. 11 o'clock.
I mean, you got there early and the bar wasn't open. That's the only reason you're feeling bitter.
Yes.
How early were you?
Yeah.
How early were you?
I got there at 10 when it all opened.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
We were still getting ready.
Yeah. So yeah, I went and had a walk around and just check everything out. Our first band we went to see was Dead Label. That was the smallest.
Yeah, I
stage.
think that's the first time I've seen a band on that stage.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah, tiny little tent, and they were fucking awesome.
A few technical issues.
Yeah, his guitar kept cutting out, and they carried on playing. It was really good. But
Heavy as shit.
heavy as shit. But
It worked quite well without the guitar. For
Their
a
drummer,
bit.
yeah.
she's a fucking machine.
Yeah, she's nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Incredible. Yeah, that like when they started playing, like right fucking
I'd like
down,
to hear what they'd sound like with another guitarist actually, while he's doing his lead bits.
Yeah.
With another rhythm, I think they could be a fucking awesome metal band.
Yeah, they're probably a band
definitely-
that will really grow.
Yeah.
They were really good. Really got you going for the whole day.
I mean,
It,
first band on, they already had a small pit going.
Yeah,
It,
yeah.
it,
It wasn't the biggest crowd, but it was a
it blew away the
it is.
cobwebs of Drunken Friday night.
yeah.
Oh, drunken Friday night.
Yeah. Then we went to see Creeper. It was Creeper, wasn't it?
Yes,
Yeah,
it was.
Creeper straight after them. Now I don't like Creeper
Same.
at all,
Same.
and
So,
everybody else did. It seemed. You like Creeper?
It's good to see.
I do like Creeper. I enjoyed them. I think their sound could have been better. And as I was saying then, still stick by it now. They were on the wrong stage. They should have been in a tent, especially that early in the day.
I heard their reception was really fucking good though.
Oh yeah, people were loving them. But to me, I think they would have been better in a smaller space.
Right.
Because the sort of music they're playing, I think it kind of gets lost on a stage that size.
Yeah.
Especially considering they've only released one album.
Yeah, they had that massive hype behind them, and they came on that bigger stage, and it just
They're not experienced enough for it.
It didn't work for them. Like, not. I know I don't like him, but it was.
How about is it Will? How did he do? Because I mean I get the impression that he's very very confident and charismatic, and I can see him being able to command a crowd like a big crowd.
You could see he was enjoying what he was doing.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to go see him in December because I do think they're going to be better in a smaller venue. But they look like they were enjoying what they're doing. I don't think it was right for them to be on that stage, and to an extent, I don't think it was fair for them to be on that stage because, like Rob said, they had so much hype behind them.
But it's that new buzz band, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, maybe one day they are going to be big enough to be doing what they want on that stage. I mean, you look at the path bands like My Chemical Romance to, and you know they very much are going to tread that same path. I think, but I
I've
think
definitely got an image that's marketable. And
yeah. I think
Something
for
like
now
that,
they should have been in a smaller venue. I think they would have been better. But yeah, I enjoyed them for what they were.
His voice.
I thought it sounded
His voice disgusts me. He sounds like a cat.
meow.
Meow. Yeah, what is that song? It's the meow
That
song,
was
isn't
Suzanne.
it? Meow.
Is that the name of his pet cat? Because
I'm not getting this.
there's a
Where-
song
Just
that
listen
Where
to
it's
it
leading
again.
up to it, and he's saying now. Rob thought it sounded like a cat, so he's standing
It
going
sounded-
meow.
Exactly like a cat.
Oh, I know the one with now.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
and we were just going back and forth.
Meow.
meow.
But yeah, they didn't really impress me.
I thought, okay, so I don't mind the song Black Rain, actually. I think it's quite a catchy, sort of cool song. It's the only Creeper song I really buy into. Second track of the set, I think it was.
First, they
Was
opened
it
with
first?
Yeah.
And I was like, alright, cool, here it is. Give it a go, and just how off key was it? Like
They're backing
that
vocals.
harmony they tried to get was like,
Yeah.
oh shit, that was like
Hannah.
that was off.
Yeah.
Like
See, I thought her voice.
not her. It was the other guitarist.
yeah, it was the other guitar. It was
They
him.
should have just left it with her.
He was the one with the white face and purple lipstick and that weird trench coat.
yeah, that one.
Oh god.
He didn't do any singing after that.
No, he didn't. I think they
Yeah,
just
that
switched
was-
his mic off.
Yeah.
And then I sort of lost interest in a bit in them after that opening track.
Yeah.
Like,
That's a shame.
Done with these. Yeah. but,
Okay.
you know.
And then it was on to 6th.
Ooh.
I think it was, wasn't it?
I think
Yeah.
that around then, yeah.
Yeah. And they were fucking awesome. Like,
Did
we
you all
went and
see
got some food.
Yeah.
Yeah?
We were
Yeah.
quite far back and they sounded really good. And
Well, no, we were just in the sound tent,
yeah.
weren't we?
Yeah.
Next
Yeah,
to those
yeah,
mad
yeah.
guys.
And yeah, we went forward a bit more, and their sound was brilliant. Like you said on the last podcast that the sound of the main stage might not
Yeah.
go with their technicality, but it was really fucking good.
Okay. That's great to hear.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They brought their original
Justin.
yeah.
singer out for
He came out.
Bland Street Boom.
Oh, amazing.
But his mic kept cutting out, which was like obviously devastating for him.
Oh.
He was only there for one
I
song.
think it's such a great little moment.
Yeah, but yeah, it was still cool. Like you could see that,
Yeah.
like having the 3 vocalists, they were kind of like all in arms at one point. And
Yeah.
It was like,
Oh, that's wicked. Yeah, and it's sort of come full circle. Like
yeah,
pictures, long time.
yeah.
Lucy, what do you think of them?
I didn't really know what I was listening to be honest. Like, I think if I'd really given them a proper listen beforehand, I might have been able to enjoy it a bit more. But they were all right. It just I didn't know what I was listening to. It was
Did you have moments that you were sort of getting into
It was just background noise to me.
Really?
Yeah, like because I've never been a fan. I just wasn't really paying that much attention.
Yeah, if you're not familiar with SikTH,
Yeah.
some bands you don't need to be familiar with, and you can just nod your head along to them. I think with SikTH, you kind of have to know.
Yeah,
I mean,
there was a couple of songs that I think Rob pointed out, and just like I think you'd really like this on the album. But to be honest, I actually spent most, if not all, of their set trying to loosen my wristband so we could try and sneak Rob into the campsite.
Yeah, you were.
That's how I spent that whole set.
Yeah, they were really good. That was a
At
cool
least I
moment
was
on
being
the-
productive.
Yeah.
Rather than sitting there bitching, yeah.
Yeah, another cool moment with like the technicality bit. There was all like 2 guitars and the bass is just tapping away.
Oh, they
Willy
did this
Willy.
like interlude thing, didn't they?
Yeah,
Was that mid-song or was that some instrumental?
I don't know.
It
How
was
was
fucking cool, like-
the crowd size for them?
Big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just hearing different things from people because I think they clashed with like Ailstorm, was it?
Yeah.
Who I really can't fucking stand. And apparently they had a massive crowd.
There were a lot of Alexandria t-shirts
Yeah,
going
there
on.
was a lot.
Actually.
And I'm just like, you'd rather watch the complete
Some pirate
gimmick.
joke
like,
pirate
yeah,
metal.
than like this just brilliant musicianship.
Yeah.
But I'll never understand. Like, anyway, he was it with Mice and Men?
Of Mice and Men next year, and they
Oh.
were fucking incredible.
They were up to that point the best band of the
Yeah.
day. Like
Yeah,
so
when-
far.
It seemed like everything got turned up when they came on, and they sounded brilliant.
They were very crisp.
Yeah.
They didn't move much, but it was just a really
Well, you've got
solid.
your bassist that's stepping into the front man's shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And that last podcast, I was saying, I'm wondering if you can do the more screamy vocals, and yeah, you definitely can.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, yeah.
On like
Heavy,
tracks like
solid.
Pain and things like that, just screaming all the way through.
Yeah.
Really good sound for them.
I mean,
as well.
it was very sort of clean cut. They were all dressed in black. They didn't move much. They were just up there doing their thing for 40 minutes.
I was really impressed with his vocals.
Absolutely did no harm to their further in their career. That performance.
Yeah.
Good.
Just yeah,
Absolutely.
really.
I
really
think
solid.
they are some fucking great openers
Like
for that In Flames and Death Punch tour.
Yeah, like it didn't blow me away. I wasn't like, holy shit, this is fucking incredible. But it was just really good, solid metal.
Okay.
Like good, exactly for that time of day, on the main stage. Like it was just
really good.
yeah,
Yeah, then we went to see Max Cavalera.
yeah. Max Cavalera returns to Roots. If I would have known they were going to be playing the Roots Bloody Roots album from start to finish, which is exactly what this thing is, I wouldn't have bothered.
I thought that was pretty self-explanatory, wasn't it?
No, I just thought it meant return to roots, as in returning to the roots of
The band.
the band,
Right.
as in he's back with his brother.
Yeah.
Like I didn't realise they were actually going to be playing. Fucking,
It was like way more simple than you realised.
Yeah.
It wasn't good.
Because I saw the Return to Roots T-shirt afterwards, and it was literally the album listing, like the track listing of the album on the back of the T-shirt, and I was like, yeah, right, they're playing fucking.
Get it now.
Yeah, I fucking get it now. So yeah, I wouldn't have bothered. It was called C-Max, called to Hear Roots Bloody Roots, but
Apart from his one massive dreadlock.
That was
offended.
disgusting.
I missed
It offended
fucking
someone.
AFI for that.
Yeah.
Did none of you see AFI?
No.
No, we just stood through Max.
Yeah, we stood through Max.
Okay, so you kind of regret that decision then?
Yeah.
a little bit.
A little bit. Yeah.
Well, from what I hear, AFI didn't go down so great.
Oh no,
Really?
we heard opposite to that.
I've been looking at a couple of like reviews and
Yeah.
like online videos and bits and bobs, and it looked, from what I've seen, they sounded really good. Like their sound was on point,
Okay.
and they really, because Davey is a fucking all over the place frontman, like really sort of theatrical, and it looks like I sent those because when I met Stephen Hill on the Friday, we were talking about AFI, and I was like, oh, he'd seen them recently in the Death Day show. I was like, does he still do that annoying squeaky thing with his voice? Like that he ends a note and goes at the end of all of these. Like, he does it, and it's just like
You sound like one of those like plastic whistles.
yeah. And it's like it's not on the record, but I've seen videos where he does it, and it's like it's horrible. But apparently, like the crowd size wasn't that big, and I don't. He threw the mic down and left, which is really sounds out of character because for a band that have been going for so long, they they've got a fucking die-hard fan base,
Yeah.
like really hardcore fan base, and he's not the kind of dude to get angry on stage at all.
Hmm.
They don't really speak much. They're just very much like. I mean, they've got like 9 albums, so it's a lot to get through. But yeah, I'm gutted no one saw them because I would have liked to have seen
Yeah.
what you thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we watched Max.
Yeah, watch Max. We left like 2 songs from the end.
Right.
Although we left as they were covering the Ace of Spades.
Yeah, that offended me, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, but they're good buds. Or they were good buds. Like Max and Lenny.
Yeah, but it was shit cover. Like, it wasn't good. I've said it before, right? And I know Max is an icon, and he does his thing. Just fucking stop now. You've had your day. You're just releasing shit after shit. You're cashing in on what you've done previously, and it's not working for you. Just stop.
It's not relevant and current.
It isn't. It isn't relevant or current.
So yeah,
It-
Max Cavalera there. Yeah, we went to see.
He's fucking huge now as well. Like,
Oh, he's a fat prick.
he's really fat.
What was that weird
Oh.
little fucking thing that
Oh,
he
that's
had?
a weird like Brazilian instrument, wasn't it?
Ah,
Brazilian? I don't know.
just-
There's lots of tribal
Yeah.
stuff in it.
Yeah.
Every time I die.
Every
they were
time
next.
I die. Yep. This was
Yes.
a band that I was gonna see if I had time, and I'm very glad I did because they were fucking incredible.
Yeah.
Awesome.
They were fucking awesome.
Like,
Right.
they
The tent was perfect. for them.
mad as shit.
They are
Like,
fucking.
that guitarist,
crazy.
like he just didn't stop. He just didn't stop moving.
Oh, Jordan.
Yeah.
He's full of it. And then you've got Andy Williams, who's just a fucking tank.
He came
Oh,
out
yeah.
of when. Who's the bear they've got on stage?
He's huge, isn't he?
Did you see the photo I had with him in Norwich?
No.
Like, he's fucking massive.
He's a big.
Like, he fell
big
on his
guy.
back and slashed the back of it, like all down his back, and it, like, it was the first day of tour as well.
You
And
what?
When I saw him at Norwich at the Owl Sanctuary, like watching about 80 people, fucking he slipped over and like slashed his back open,
Oh,
like
shit.
massive cut. And then like I was chatting to him, he was like, oh yeah, photo. I was like, okay. Took a photo of him and then had blood all over my arm.
Oh
Like,
shit.
He's a tank though. But yeah, I mean I've seen them 4 or 5 times now. Where every time they fucking smash it.
I think this is the second time I've seen them,
Yeah.
and they've got so much energy. They do not stop
Yeah.
at all. It is just relentless.
What was their penultimate song?
Werewolf.
That was fucking awesome.
But that was party, wasn't it?
It
Yeah.
went off in there.
Yeah.
Like, it went fucking
I mean,
crazy.
I wish we'd gone down further. To be
Yeah,
honest, like I
yeah.
said, like the closer you got, the louder it
You
got,
like
and the
back of the
clearer
pit
it
sort of
was.
thing, where you're
It was fucking loud in there.
Yeah.
It was loud.
It almost was like a wall of noise until, like, it was weird. People kept leaving these huge spaces in the crowd, and we would just fill it, and then people would leave again, and we'd go further down, and the further we got, by the end, it was like, it was almost deafening.
Was it not that busy then for them, or?
Not overly.
No.
I
was very surprised.
We were about a third away from the stage, and there was gaps in between us.
I'll tell you what, as you were getting closer and closer to the front, though, it was just getting more and more chaotic. Like, before I decided to head down there, me and Temple were standing there.
Did you get involved?
Not really, but I got a little bit further down. But we stood there, and Temple just went, "Oh yeah, here we go." And what do you mean? He went, "I've just seen a load of shoes go flying." It was madness down there. Like,
they are a party.
They were just, people were fucking crushed. The people crowd surfing
down
out there with shoes.
Down in the front, the pit was fucking huge, and like, but yeah, back from there it wasn't that busy, but down the front, that's probably where everyone was, like, all squashed up and going fucking crazy.
I'm trying to think what else they played. Obviously they played the New Black.
Yeah, they always play that in Werewolf. And No Son of Mine, they always play that as well. Did they play any much new stuff? I would have thought they probably did.
I was thinking Coin Has a Say was going to make an appearance. I was waiting for it, but no show.
Okay. Yeah, which did surprise me. They'd only just flown into the UK, hadn't they?
They'd gotten at 4 AM.
And they hadn't slept.
They hadn't slept, yeah.
And they were still fucking launching themselves off of everything.
He was like, "Who hasn't seen Every Time I Die before?" And like about half the crowd put their hand up. He's like, "Welcome to the cool table, kids." Like, so cocky.
Yeah,
and
Keith is like, he is a brilliant, witty front man. I think he's always got some funny shit to say.
Yeah.
He is hilarious. And what always amazes me is, do you know what career he did before the band really took off?
Not Keith, no.
He was a maths teacher.
Really? I know he's a clever bloke through his lyrics. I know that he's a smart bloke and listens to like podcasts with him and stuff.
He was a maths teacher, and now he's doing this. And it's like, I'd have loved to have been taught by him. Crazy bastard.
Yeah.
But, fucking incredible.
Yeah, Every Time I Die was really good.
So, did that clash into Day to Remember?
No, we left as soon as they finished. We went to Day to Remember, and they were literally just coming on.
Awesome. Okay.
So we got to Day to Remember, and they were really good. An awesome set. Such a good set. There was like a small interview with them on the big screens, and saying they wanted to set that they can like relate to like the older stuff and the newer fans, the older fans, and people who have no idea who they are. To enjoy the show. Which they did. Like they had big massive beach balls flying around everywhere.
They had all the fun shit. They had
they flames for us, didn't they?
The beach balls, the toilet roll, like the big streamers.
T-shirt cannons.
T-shirt cannons,
firing out T-shirts and stuff.
And then, like, I mean, what they opened with, All I Want.
Nice.
Yeah. They had a big varied set that catered for the people that like the lighter, punkier stuff.
Yeah.
People that probably never heard them before could have taken at least something from it.
Right.
And then their fucking heavy shit was nuts.
I'm gonna guess they probably played quite a lot of heavy stuff for download then.
It was about 50-50.
Yeah, it was. It was
literally
very
split
varied.
down the middle.
All right.
Like, you close your eyes and you're like, I've got a fucking heavy hardcore show right now. But then you're like, Sunshine, and it's essentially a Californian punk.
And then they go into like,
I
can't believe it.
When they played Second Sucks, like, it went fucking crazy.
Yeah.
It was like, okay,
one of the heaviest one was like Mr. Highway.
Yeah. So it's cool that they've got that in their locker, and they can just like go from a sick breakdown where everybody's swinging their fists to the next song, like two of them are doing like a ballad on an acoustic guitar. It's like, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's weird how it works.
Contrast.
Did you see him, Lucy?
No, I hung around at the third stage and drunk beer.
Okay.
Well, not even at the third stage. I was sat at the bar just talking to randoms and just
stranger cuddles.
That
was me.
Then when I heard A Day to Remember finish, I was like, alright, I'll go meet those guys.
Were you just not interested?
I just don't. Nah.
Yeah.
They just don't do anything for me. They never have done.
So after Day to Remember, we had a bit of a gap. So we thought we'll just go sit around the second stage where Devin Townsend was playing.
Yeah, in anticipation for
Waiting for Rob Zombie. That's all we were there to do.
Yeah, sorry.
All we're there to do. And for just sitting around to Devin Townsend being one of the best acts I saw that day.
Really?
Yeah.
Considering you both said, I was loving it, and you both stood there. I was like, you're not enjoying this fish? You're like, nah, this is shit.
Yeah, what is this? And then
You want to have to get some
I had
paracetamol.
I had a fucking mad headache.
yeah, my head was on fire. the whole time. Literally flames coming out on my scalp. So yeah, we went to get painkillers, and I could hear him in the background, and his
talking
voice.
some shit.
Oh
about-
yeah, he's quite a mad bastard, but like his voice, like, he can do these like almost opera style high sort of notes, and then go into this scream that just goes straight through you.
It was piercing.
Yeah, so good.
Not
And then-
not good headache music.
No.
But
and despite all this, like the chugginess of his stuff, like from I'll talk about it more in the game when we talk about that. Like tracks like Kingdom, super heavy. Even though you don't think it's gonna be, like they're in that massive stage, yeah, heavy as shit.
I just the standout moment for me was when he was giving that whole speech about love.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, taking the kids to the park and doing everything. Make
Yeah.
sure you do everything in
Oh,
life.
we'll go over that in the game.
Okay.
We'll go over
Okay.
that in the game.
This was a good.
But yeah,
You know,
he definitely won me over.
It was incredible.
Yeah.
the look on everybody's faces, that's all I can remember.
He genuinely won me over.
Yeah.
Just phenomenal. I've paid to go see him headline.
Yeah.
At a show.
I've watched so many hours of his live stuff. Yeah, he's a very interesting man.
Powerful, epic, just a huge sound.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then
loved him.
Rob Zombie.
Yeah, go
Rob
ET,
Zombie.
go ET, go!
That was definitely one of the highlights of Rob Zombie. Yeah, Rob Zombie's good. Like we said with System, as soon as the lights go down, like Rob Zombie needs to be listened to in the dark.
Yes.
And when the lights went down, it was such a party. It was such a good atmosphere.
His light show was fucking cool.
Yeah, there's
And,
big screens. He had.
And John Five's mental anyway.
Yeah, he
on
is.
guitar.
That was a good moment. That guitar solo.
Yeah.
Thing. Very cool.
John Five is a fucking good guitarist.
I didn't realise. I thought he was just this like kind of rhythm guitarist that just strummed chords for Manson and.
Yeah,
you
John
know,
Five is disgustingly talented.
And I guess he doesn't really solo much on albums.
No.
Like Manson, I don't recall ever having solos.
Rob Zombie's not exactly one for guitar solos.
Yeah, but they gave him his moment. They gave him his 5 minutes, and he fucking
Yeah.
absolutely nailed this.
Yeah, Rob Zombie was
guitar
really
piece.
cool. Really fun.
He was high as shit.
Oh yes, got down.
Yeah, Rob Zombie was stoned as fuck. Bring out the sex dolls. Just brings out the fucking 2 aliens.
Just launches him into the crowd. So it's a race. See who can reach the noodle bar first. And then, like, everyone's passing these inflatable aliens. Right? He's just like, go ET, go ET, go.
Oh, shit like that I love though at festivals.
Yeah, Rob
Stupid.
Zombie was cool. He was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool. I could just see Biffy through the trees, like,
Yeah.
and these lights just going absolutely fucking mental. And then
Yeah.
like Rob Zombie's finished Dracula,
Yeah, Dracula was the last one.
Dracula, and as he was going off, the crowd was fucking waving farewell. All the fireworks were going off. From
Yeah,
the,
they had a
from,
big finish, didn't they?
from the main stage.
Yeah.
As Rob Zombie was finishing.
As Rob Zombie was finishing, so it all like kind of came together like
That's cool.
really nicely.
Yeah, good little man.
So no one saw Biffy here then? No.
Nah.
Did you hear anything about them? Or?
Temple saw Biffy, and he said they were really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's a huge Biffy fan though, isn't he?
Yeah.
It sounded like they went down pretty well.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
My concern with Biffy is that they're just not big enough to do it. But he said the crowd wasn't massive
Right.
for them, like
Compared to like System. Or...
compared to System, and then what was to follow with Aerosmith the following night.
Oh god,
But-
imagine that was big. Yeah.
But he said it was adequate, and the they've got such a back catalogue that you don't
Yeah.
realise actually.
You forget
like,
Biffy are
yeah.
fucking massive, aren't they?
Yeah.
I've not heard anybody say yet that they didn't enjoy them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
No,
fair.
it's-
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So yeah, that was a Saturday. Really
Right.
good. Apart from my head.
It looks better now, mate. It's alright.
Yeah. I will never to go outside without a hat now.
Right then, the final day.
Yeah.
Sunday.
Talk about Sunday.
Sunday, we had a bit of a lazy morning, didn't we, Fisher?
Yeah. Well, we were packing up a bit.
Yeah, because we took
Um,
some stuff back. Did we take it back Saturday night?
Sunday night. We were getting shit ready. It was the last day of the festival of a 5
Our
day.
gazebo fell down.
Yeah, gazebo.
That was a saga in itself. Thursday was taken up entirely with mending this gazebo.
Oh god.
We
Keep it
used
simple, lads.
God knows how many meters of tape to tape metal poles to it and try and bend the structure of it back into place. I mean, it ended up moving massively sideways, about a foot lower than it was when we put it up, but it lasted till Sunday. So
Yeah.
so the gazebo fell down Sunday morning.
That was our morning, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Fucking around with floor food.
Yeah, for food, Teresa the gazebo.
Strong and stable.
Yeah.
And then sort of made our way down to the arena for In Flames. Literally got there, got a really good spot for In Flames, and that was our first band of Sunday. Now, me and Lisa have got a sort of a divided opinion on In Flames here. I'll let you go with yours.
Now, I was really happy with their set list. That being said, I do think some of the songs could have been changed out for some older stuff.
Right.
But I was happy regardless. Like every song that they played, I liked. They didn't play a single song that I'm a bit like. They opened with Wallflower, which is a really slow song, and I can see where Fisher's coming from, saying they need to like open with something like
Strong,
yeah,
Stable.
yeah. But they didn't. They opened with Wallflower and went straight into Leeches,
Okay.
which is a fucking heavy song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't play a huge amount of older stuff. I actually saw something on Facebook earlier. What they had done is, it turns out they had put together their own set list, but they wanted to try and get more people in the UK listening to them who might not have heard them before, because they basically felt like they don't get enough of an opportunity to throw out music to new people.
Okay. Well,
Which-
you know, the Avenged tour was a good opportunity.
I don't know. I mean, a lot of times they were on before it was stated on the tickets.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Right,
Really?
well,
Yeah, people
well,
didn't really get to see them. But
Yeah.
I was happy with their set. They did play some really good stuff. I can see where you come from. They should have played only for the week. That, as far as I'm concerned, is a song that they need in their set
yeah.
every fucking time.
It is a staple one along with Take This Life. I felt like their set really just did begin with Leeches. I thought the Wallflower.
Yeah, I
thing was
can't
a bit
see you
like-
being a fan of Wallflower. I mean, you like shit to be heavy.
Yeah, I just
Wallflower's
think,
got heavy
come on,
chorus.
you're at a festival. You've got 45 minutes to do your thing. You can't really be affording to waste a single moment with anything obscure or anything that may drag the set down a little
Yeah,
bit.
you're appealing to a lot of casuals when you're there. So,
Yeah, and I think
yeah,
just come out with something fucking like all guns, something all guns blazing.
See, for me,
Like-
I'm really happy they opened with Wallflower, because it's a song that I never ever expected to see them play live. It was just going to be, like, in my mind, it was a song that was just going to be on the album. And
Yeah, but don't put them in a festival set. You can't afford to be putting
Yeah,
them in.
we had this argument Saturday after a few beers.
and
It's a waste of time.
nearly a litre of Jaeger.
Yeah,
It's a waste.
it did get heated.
It's a waste of time putting that in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
I enjoyed it.
Because not one person apart from you probably was singing along to that song. I don't think many people really knew it.
I don't
To
know,
even
I
put it in
mean,
their set would be weird, let alone opening. But that's
I-
their
yeah,
opening track.
Opening with it was a bit of an odd
And I'm
one.
looking forward to this band all morning, and I'm like, oh, don't even fucking know
Yeah.
this song.
Yeah, well, I think they decided to go
And
with
it's
something
Sunday, so
off
you're already
of-
knackered. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I needed a big pick me up, and it was like,
Yeah.
right, okay.
I expected them to open with something off their new album. I didn't expect it to be Wallflower.
Yeah.
Yeah, went straight into Leeches. They played Deliver Us.
That was cool.
It
It was just, for me, it was a bit of an obscure set. It didn't carry much weight in terms of getting people moving, getting people amped up. It maybe lacked a bit of energy at times.
There was a lot they didn't play.
Like
that I
all for me
expected them
was
to.
a bit of a weird one to put in there.
Yeah, I didn't expect that.
Paralysed, it is a good song. Don't know if it warrants, especially with In Flames, have got such a strong back catalogue.
Well, we spent a whole song talking about what songs they could have in the festival set.
They've got an infinite amount of tracks
Yeah.
that would just be like.
I mean, they
that'd
should
be
have played
amazing.
tracks like only for the week. They should have played
Where the Dead Ships Dwell.
yeah,
Right.
Bullet Ride, Pinball Map, Freefall,
Trigger.
Yeah, they didn't play Trigger.
Yeah. So there's a lot in there where you're thinking, well, why are they putting these obscure ones in and not?
They're not really obscure. I mean, they just pulled them off their new album.
They're not singles though. They're not even singles.
Who did you go see next?
Anyway.
So they are obscure.
Who did you go see next?
Yeah, let's move on.
We're getting on now. Come
Who
on.
did we see next?
Uh-oh.
I was drinking beer, wasn't I? I was drinking beer and I saw Airborne. I say I saw Airborne. I was sat down. They were just there in the background for me.
All right, yeah, it was Clutch for me next.
Yeah, we'll go straight to Clutch because I said Airborne. I didn't really watch. They were just there. They did their thing. Yeah, you know what you're gonna get with Airborne, really.
Yeah.
Clutch.
Pleasantly
Awesome.
surprised.
Fucking love Clutch.
I've never really been into him, but yeah, really, really cool.
I was pissed off that I really needed to piss. So I went for a piss just as they started, and they opened with Your Love Is Incarceration. And I was just like, fuck!
Yeah.
Fuck!
Yeah, Clutch were cool. Again, perfect for the setting. Good, really good festival music, isn't it?
It's good drinking
feels
music.
good, aren't they?
Yeah, really
Yeah.
feel good. Pleasantly surprised by him, but I approached him with an open mind. I thought, I don't really know what these guys are about, but yeah, decent.
I mean, they
adequate.
played Sucker for the Witch as well, which
That
is
was
just-
cool.
That's always fun.
Yeah, and then after Clutch,
Alter Bridge.
oh yeah, back to the main
Ooh,
stage
yeah.
for Alter Bridge. Yeah,
Ooh, there we go.
Okay.
We were really far back, but fuck me, they had a crowd.
it was huge.
Who was it last week that was saying they went into Aldridge? Fisher.
Yeah,
Okay, how did you find them?
good, impressive.
Yeah,
Yeah, especially Tremonti.
They're going to be headlining that festival one day.
you reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're still. Yeah, I mean they're not that old.
Like
so-
when the hands went
yeah.
up in the air, it was just a sea all the way
Yeah,
back.
Old
It was
Bridge
like
is big, man.
was-
they had a
And
fucking
Miles
huge
Kennedy's
crowd.
voice is fucking insane.
Yeah,
How did you find it? Was it heavier than you thought? Like I
yeah, it
saying?
was. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
They're not quite as, and they are cheesy, but they're not quite as cheesy as you might think.
Oh, they can play. They can go heavy when they want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That honestly, that crowd is,
You think they're a future headliner?
yeah, easily.
Yeah. nice.
I can see him with either Friday or Sunday. I can't see them having the Saturday.
Yeah.
But the Sunday seems to be more reserved for more old school
The
sounding
classic,
bands,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
I can see them filling that
Yeah,
slot.
you're going. Oh, a couple of albums down the line, Alter Bridge carry on the way they are. Not too many people are going to complain
Nah.
if they get announced.
They're pretty consistent.
Yeah.
They put out an album every 2-3 years.
I mean,
Yeah.
they're doing a show at the Royal Albert Hall with a 52-piece orchestra.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, I
That's
did
really
see that.
special, that is.
Yeah.
Did they play Addicted to Pain?
Yeah. Yeah, they played Addicted to Pain, Cry of Achilles,
Yeah.
which fucking crazy.
Yeah. Metalingus.
Yeah, I think they finished with that.
Yeah.
We
That's
didn't
not
stay
really
to the
great.
end.
No,
did we?
but I think that is what they finished with.
Okay.
Because we
Right.
walked off to, what did we do?
We went to see Slayer.
Yes, we
Ooh.
did.
We
You
went
went to see
secured.
Slayer.
We went secured. Probably the best view for a band that I'd had for the whole festival. Like
Yeah.
it was a.
Well, on the
I
second
like the
stage, I
second
think.
stage
Yeah,
because
yeah,
you can
the
sort of
slope.
see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
We were literally eye level with Slayer. Like
All
it
I'm
was-
going to say is strap yourselves in, boys, because this was, honestly, it was incredible.
It's good.
Like we thought we'd go see him and just be like, you know, it'll be a nice way to round out the weekend.
Slayer.
Slayer
Yeah.
headline the second stage.
A nice bit of relaxing Slayer.
Their
In Marbella.
sound is, without a
Alright.
doubt, the best sound I heard all weekend.
Yeah.
It was fucking crystal clear.
Yeah.
You could hear fucking everything.
You could hear both guitars, the soloing, you know, that back and forth thing they do where you're watching one, you're watching the other, and it was an hour and 10 minutes of just being repeatedly punched in the face.
There was
and I've never seen this with Slayer before, it was a fun element to it where they, especially Tom, he looked like he was
having the time of his fucking
genuinely
life.
having the time of his life.
I mean,
up
during
there.
Seasons in the Abyss, I don't know what he'd seen in the crowd, but he was trying to stop himself from laughing while he was singing. I never thought I would have seen that.
I think it was Shrek.
Watching Slayer.
I think it
Slayer
was Shrek
dropping out of
with the
character for that
chainsaw.
split second.
Shrek with a chainsaw.
Shrek was dressed up with a chainsaw going around like
In the pit.
in the pit.
And afterwards, like Tom just pointed at him and started
I was
laughing.
shaking his head, laughing at him. I'd like put him off.
Shrek is love.
But
I think you never get much crowd interaction with Slayer, but then there was one song. He stood there. He went, "Now we're going to play you a love song." So it's a Slayer love song. It's about loving somebody so much that you love them to death. It's like this is Dead Skin Mask.
it was cool. It was cool to hear him having fun. The musicianship now, I think they've got the fucking solid.
I am gonna come out and say it.
Oh no. Oh.
Do I dare?
I'll say it. This guitarist,
Gary Holt is. I think he's better than Hanneman.
better than Hanneman. Without a fucking doubt.
Okay.
Fucking
And I
incredible.
think Paul Bostaph is better than Lombardo ever was. That band have never sounded tighter.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was like hearing the record. Perfect.
I'm watching
Note for note.
watching Gary Holt fucking play, and he's fucking picking his guitar up and swinging it around his fucking head while he's soloing, and it's just
Yeah. Having it live.
Kerry King like just shredding away for an hour and 10 minutes, head down the whole time.
Yeah. Kerry King means fucking business, doesn't
Yeah.
I've never walked away from a performance before and been genuinely lost for words.
Yeah.
We spent most of it just laughing at each other because it was fucking mad.
It was surreal.
But
It was feel good Slayer. It was like
feel good Slayer.
was.
There you
It
go,
was-
try and coin that one.
Lovely weather, you know. Yeah.
it was a bit weird hearing
yeah.
Rain in Blood, like, and the sun just came right out. in the band. It was like it just came out from the clouds, and it was like opening the Rain in Blood was just like, oh,
Within
quite-
the top 3 live performances I've ever seen in my entire life.
Wow.
yeah, it was
Amazing.
Fucking incredible.
yeah.
Cool.
All right.
Newfound respect for Slayer.
So that was a great success
Yeah.
for all of us.
It was a very good download. Yeah. We're going to talk about now. Well, we'll do the game, shall we?
Yeah. Let's crack on.
The bits that stood out for you most. I'm going to go first.
Go on then.
And my pick is from Devin Townsend. And this was just after he was talking about loving each other and being kind to everyone.
Yeah, and
Um,
doing
was
things
Was it
in
the
life.
song Love?
No,
Oh, okay.
the song was called Grace.
Ah.
And he gave this big speech about
Yeah, doing things in life with a good feeling, respecting your fellow human
Yeah.
beings, and just
doing what you want to do, but just don't like hurt anyone in the process.
he's been very gentle.
Yeah, it was very gentle, and then came in with this. And now, at that split second, that was the heaviest thing I've heard in so long.
Yeah,
It
that
just-
was a turning point for me. I was like, I
soon-
fucking love Devin
As
Townsend
soon
now.
as it started, I looked next to me and I've got Fisher, Rob Smith, and Temple all standing next to me. We're in a line. They're just like,
It was nuts.
Yeah, that was so
I've
good.
never fucking seen anyone react like that to anything.
It just
Over-animated.
blew you away because
Yeah.
he didn't have his choir. He was doing that scream,
Right.
and it just went straight through you. Like,
Oh,
It was fucking piercing. Like,
Having seen Strapping Young Lad back in the day, like I remember just being like, fucking hell. I don't know why I didn't listen to this band more. Like,
Yeah.
and Devin McCann, I need to get into it. He's fucking insane.
oh, he's so
and
good.
he's witty as fuck as well.
Oh,
He's a
so
fucking
funny.
Yeah.
madman.
Yeah.
yeah, it's brilliant.
The best T-shirt I saw all weekend was one of his that just said on it, "Lower mid-tier prog metal."
Lower mid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've watched lots of his live stuff because
Right.
he's perfect.
Cool.
Yeah, who wants to go next?
I'll go for it.
All right, go on then.
Alright, so I'm going to do the first band that's of the day.
Cool.
North Lane. Reason being, sort of what you were talking about a minute ago, Leesky, about bands maybe not deserving to be on the main stage, but North Lane are fucking getting there. They're getting pretty big now. I think they are. I mean, they're on their third record, but why I say that is the majority of the crowds didn't seem to know who they were. There were quite a lot that did, but a large majority of them were like, oh, these guys are heavy. I like this. This song is on the new album. I think I might have pointed out when we talked about them a few weeks back, but it's the third or fourth track. It's called Solar, and this just showcases what a fucking voice this dude has. It's not a particularly heavy part of the song, but I was there waiting for it, and I was like, I just got there, got my phone out, and tried to film it, and I dropped it because I was carrying beer. So we can relive the studio version of it, but I'm looking around me, and no one. I was like, by myself. Is everyone seeing this? And no one seemed to care. But
Oh, wow.
have a listen to what you
Okay.
think.
Jeez.
Yeah,
Yeah, his voice sounded almost like a guitar squeal there. It's like
that's
It
hearing
reminds me of
that.
Danny Warsnop.
Hearing that with like the natural reverb of that fucking empty field,
yeah.
like, and their sound was huge. I was just like, fuck me, this guy can sing. I think they're really on at something. This band.
Yeah,
That was special.
Yeah.
So
awesome.
I could have picked loads of moments from that day, but
Yeah.
hey, onwards.
Yeah, really good. Who wants to go next?
Yeah, I'll go.
Go on,
Go on.
Fletcher.
Okay, again, I could have picked a lot of moments, a lot of highlights from the
The entire
festival.
Slayer set.
Yeah, yeah. This one, I think I picked. It just really struck a chord with me. It was really poignant. It was System of a Down. This was coupled with the imagery, but it just seemed to highlight to me, the sort of direction maybe of humanity, the whole leadership establishment agenda at the moment of
Bullshit.
war, possible tyranny in America, because it had over the top of this all the imagery of Trump, the American flag, the marching army, the bombs going off, and it was like, fuck, this is our this is our reality now.
See, I love a visual production
Yeah.
at gigs, but I feel like I was just so out of it. It just all went above me.
It was
This moment-
fucking insane.
Yeah.
This moment almost haunted me. It was like,
Wow.
it was deep. It was like, fucking hell. Hearing that music with that imagery was just like, oh, fuck, this is our reality now. This is like where we're headed as a fucking species. So it was like, it got me thinking. Got me thinking about shit.
Okay.
So, yeah, this is the last 30 seconds, I think, the track War.
We don't speak anymore of war. We don't speak anymore of war. We don't speak anymore of war. We don't speak anymore. We will fight the heathens. 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 No, we will fight the heathens. We will fight the heathens. No, we will fight the heathens. We will fight the heathens.
Yeah, see, I was in the pit for that. I remember.
That was so fucking heavy.
That was so fucking heavy. But that first 10 seconds of that, where we don't speak anymore of war,
Yeah.
it was just so eerie. Like it was just the mood of the place and everything.
Yeah.
Was just like, oh holy shit! Like that really struck a chord and was like, okay, System have come here to make a point,
Yeah.
and that they're not happy with the way things are, and that was cool. Yeah. Okay.
Excellent.
Please.
Right, I believe. Is this like what the last 30 seconds you picked for me here? I can't remember what time.
Some seconds.
Yeah, right. It's 30 seconds of Werewolf. Every time I die.
Go on then. Don't need to say any more. Just play it.
Look away, it's too much to bear. I've been bitten by the party animal. Save yourself, save yourself. And tell my baby that I loved her so. Don't cry.
You're hearing
that's-
that
that's cool.
dirty as fuck riff
Yeah.
come in that tent where I was already fucking loving life anyway. And they started playing that and I was happy as shit, and then that riff kicked in and I was just like, fuck, yeah, that, just, how can you not love
Yeah,
it?
that was awesome.
I was so happy.
And when it
So
goes lower
happy.
as well,
Yeah.
when that riff goes down, it's
Yeah.
just like, yes. That is like, you know, I think of Wayne's World, Bohemian Rhapsody. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You all start headbanging. I picture that every time I hear that riff. So, that's a fucking anthem that is.
Yeah, you just can't not love it.
Yeah, good highlights from download.
Yeah.
Such a good weekend.
Next year,
Next year.
Next
Weekend
year.
ticket.
We'll be there next year.
Weekend ticket for sure.
Yeah.
Fuck
Most
that.
definitely. I think next year's going to be really good with all the albums we alone spoke about and
Mhm.
the potential for them all to be a download.
Yeah.
It's going to be good, I think.
Yeah.
I hope. So, yeah. All right, let's go on to All Killer then, shall we?
Right, cool.
Danny.
first off, did you listen
Oh,
to
yeah, quickly.
Last Kind Words?
I did. I listened to it a few times, like 2 or 3, I think.
Okay.
I think it's fucking great. I think it's really good.
But is there a but?
There is a but.
Okay.
There is a but. Right. I think it's really good. Not all who wander are lost. It's the first track, I think.
Mm.
I remember that song much better than I realised. There's
Oh,
loads
yeah.
of little moments through these songs that I knew, but it was like I just never really followed them enough to call myself like a fan.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's fucking like one of the things that I really like about it and really dislike about it is that it's just relentless. It is. I put this down as a plus and a minus because, for me, right, talking about downloads, talking about heavy metal, double bass pedals. Everyone's like, oh, I remember when you're younger, it's like, how you were impressed by quick fucking double pedal bass.
Yeah.
Too much speaking today. But for me, it's like there's just too much of it.
Okay.
Like I like things to have. Sometimes it can work being heavy through and through, but I like things to have a bit of variation. So you have quiet moments and the heavy bits are heavier and stuff like that.
The
And I-
contrasts.
yeah, and I just feel like Devil Driver, even I know that is how we describe them as just being a fucking full-on assault of a band.
Yeah.
But I just found myself listening to it being like, please just switch it up a little bit. Like, the songs are strong, his voice is fucking heavy and commanding, and some of the riffs, what else have I got here? Head On to High, there's like a stomping riff on that,
Yeah.
that's just like,
And there's like a
Yeah.
fucking 6 second like drum fill.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
that you talked about last week,
Yeah.
yeah. But I kind of disagree on some of the things you said, like you were saying there's like loads of emotion in his voice. I think it might be you talking about his screams.
No, it's
Yeah.
more it was the guitar work that I felt added an extra layer. Like
Yeah.
say you've got like a Slayer Rain in Blood, which is just relentless.
Yeah,
thrash.
yeah.
This had a bit more with the solos. They're quite melodic in
Yeah.
places. That's what that gave it an extra dimension.
Right, okay.
His voice, no, I think it's just
Yeah.
one way.
Right.
Very
Yeah,
one
yeah,
track.
yeah, exactly.
Like I
It's
totally.
theirs all the way.
Yeah.
So that's for me, like, I think it's really solid. I really enjoy it, but I wouldn't see myself getting like really hyped about it
Really.
because I just think it's too much of one thing. Like,
Okay.
Yeah.
If that's how you feel about it, I would recommend listening to Pray for Villains.
Right.
Yeah.
Because that is a much more diverse album.
Okay.
It's so fucking groovy.
Okay. Yeah. See, I love the groove that they come out with.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
that is
Yeah.
by far and away the grooviest album they have.
Yeah, I mean, hats off for like delivering an album that is just like relentless through and through. Because I love it when bands do that, but just sometimes it works, sometimes it's like.
We still loving Clouds Over California though.
Yeah. What else did I? Yeah, there's like these little pick scrapes on the wrist, isn't there? Like in the intro.
Yeah.
I love that shit. That's awesome. I'm guessing you guys. still
I've
feel the same
listened. I
way.
listened to it to death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know it inside out. All three of
Yeah.
us.
I'll never get bored of that album.
No.
But like I said, if you want to switch it up a little bit, Pray for Villains. It's
Alright.
still heavy as
Yeah, I
shit.
think that's
But,
my favourite.
yeah.
Though,
Yeah, because
as well.
first two tracks you'll go fucking hell. It's like going to be another thing, but they do actually switch it up. They
Okay.
and Pray for Villains.
Yeah, you see where I'm
My-
coming from with that one.
My personal preference is Last Convert, so
Yeah.
that's just how I love my fucking
Yeah.
metal, basically.
Yeah.
That's just me though.
Like I say, for like metalheads and Download Festival and stuff, they're like a perfect band for it. But
Which we missed them this year, because
Yeah.
they clashed with In Flames.
Mm.
But their videos look insane. They had a huge circle pit, but well, it's Devil
As
Driver.
always.
Yeah. Anyway,
What you got for us?
what
Right.
have you got?
So it's my old killer this
Your
week.
It is.
killer this week.
I've got a challenge for you.
Okay.
Right. The Dillinger Escape Plan.
Ah,
Right. Fireworks. 10 years old. 2007. Right. Now, my backstory with this band is probably similar to where you guys might be right now with Dillinger. We talk about progressive metal, we talk about like mathcore, we talk about like just extreme fucking music. Like, in a similar way that like in terms of performance, like you look at Code Orange, what we were saying earlier,
Yeah.
like the Dillinger were very much like that when they started up, even up until their last show, which they played at Download on Sunday, which I wish I could have been there for. But I was under the impression that it was just a bunch of fucking noise, that it's just stabby, 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 bagam, like just fucking full on noise from start. Like, okay, we get it, you can play technical music. Where this album comes in is their fourth album, and they were undergoing quite a lot of changes. I think their drummer was offered, they were on tour with AFI and Coheed and Cambria, which is a weird lineup, and he was offered to join Coheed, and the drummer, his name's Chris Pini, and he ended up joining them. It did really well. It got to 142 on the Billboard charts, like 11,000 the first week. For such a ridiculously extreme band, that's quite a thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, the production on this album is huge. Like the scope is massive, and it's just so crisp. And even though it's chaotic from start to finish, it is like you can always hear what's going on. Whereas their first few albums, it's like it's so much more scrappy and raw.
Yeah, and I guess scrappy and raw for a band like that
Yeah.
probably wouldn't work.
Yeah,
You
like-
need it to cut through
Yeah.
like, really well.
Like we talk about the Fall of Troy, and like this being one of like Boff's more extreme picks, and us trying to get into that. But I think if that had production like this, it might be more enjoyable. But that's where this thing triumphs. Like
Right.
it is so much more than tech metal. Like so, right? I'll try and go through some of the songs and give you some examples. But great name for the first song, "Fix Your Face."
Is that Leesk's challenge?
Yeah.
What a bastard.
It's actually really hard to do this because you just need to listen to it. Like it's
Yeah. You can talk about it so much. But
Yeah.
In the end.
But
like,
the musicianship, I mean, these guys are, from what I hear, they are like theory jazz musicians.
Okay.
Like they've got that skill behind them, which is mental. But the first song comes out swinging, insane musicianship. The drummer is just going fucking ape shit. The time signature is wild. But within that madness, there's just like little grooves of pockets of just bits that you can really get into.
Okay.
And it cuts in and out of being too much and over the top and extreme to just being like similar to like how SikTH do it, but with Dillinger it's like it's just so nasty the way through. Lurch is like completely insane as well, and it's got that like mix between being technical and bouncy, it's the same sort of thing. Like the last 30 seconds, literally, like I cannot listen to it and not want to just throw myself around, like, and just go completely apeshit. I want to punch somebody. It's just super aggressive. But this is where it gets interesting. And seeing them for the second time it was at Heavy. They were headlining. They've got a song called Black Bubblegum, which is where he introduces singing onto the album, and he's doing a lot of falsetto, and it's very much like dark, groovy, and there's a huge like 9 Inch Nails influence there. Like they've got a bit of this industrial inspiration there, which is really interesting. Like you've got synths that like glitch now with like digital manipulation and stuff, and the guitar tracks do it as well. Like you know how metalcore does it, where they like chop it up and sort of like fuck with it, but it's done in a really like over the top sort of way. It's like noisy, but the whole thing is like kept on a 4 to the floor beat. It's all in that time signature, and you think this band's mental, but you hear a song like that you can just nod your way through.
That was my primary concern with Dillinger. Is it going to be?
That is the first song on this album. The chorus is fucking massive, and it's like it's just so simple. Then you've got a couple. I'd say it's an all killer because I never skip a track on it. But there's some songs on here, like the 4th track, "Sick on a Sunday," which is just like completely mental, with no guitars, and it's just like glitchy, thrashy noise, and it reminds me of like Aphex Twin, stuff like that. If you've ever listened to those guys, like completely weird. Nong I Gong is just like madness, like completely dark, menacing, like guitar leads all the way through it. I'll skip to the song. Probably one of my favourites is 82588. Not sure why I named the song that, but it's just chaotic but catchy, and it's hard for me to talk about like the lyrics of this album because it's so mad. It's hard to really kind of like let that be at the forefront. The music on this thing really stands out as like all I can really sort of analyse, unless I wanted to go that deep with it. But the breakdown at the end of this song has got the best pinch harmonic I've ever heard on a record.
You love your pinch harmonics.
Yeah. Not a Davey Havok one either. It is just like he screams, "I know the truth will set you free," and it's just like over this really simple fucking headbanging breakdown with this huge one pinch harmonic that is the most evil sounding thing you'll ever hear. Like Milk Lizard. Have you heard of that song?
Milk Lizard, that's a great title.
Yeah. Have you heard of that song, Milk Lizard?
No.
Right, this was probably the song that might be a gateway into them that would think, oh, okay, they're just like a cool heavy band. Again, this is like just 4/4 time signature. I think this is like his best vocal performance on the album. Like it's just got this super like I'll put your name down here, Lizzie, because it's just got this like southern groove riff that's very much like Every Time I Die pick. But kind of, it just kicks in with him like screaming like "Wah!" as he goes into it, and then it's just like the southern groove riff carries on with like these horns that just sort of come in out of nowhere like "Wah!" and it's just really like odd and different. But like again, it's got like an absolutely massive chorus. But even when it's going like mainstream and kind of like accessible, it's still weird. Like you've got these piano leads over in this. I don't know if you know much about like scales, but like talk to Simon Benefit when you see him later on. Ask him about chromatic scales, like just weird shit that sounds like out of key, but it's still in key and weird. But yeah, there's like he just barks his performance like "Now get back in the river if you're talking to me," like, and he's just sort of singing about like just shooting someone down that's just treating him like shit. Like it's just pretty fucking menacing. Party Smasher, that song, great name. Does what it says on the tin. It is fucking carnage. Yeah, and it seems to be kind of about like again like sort of just pushing back against like people that are toxic in your life, like and at the end of this there's like I just about double pedal, but if you want some double pedal that doesn't persist throughout the whole album, end of this song is the most insane double pedal that I've heard in such a long time, but it comes out of nowhere that it's like, okay, that's effective because it's like not to shit on Double Driver. What else have we got on here? Dead as History is like super dynamic, and it's just got loads going on with sound effects, industrial sort of stuff, and just weird percussions. And then like the last song as well, Mouth of Ghosts, is like almost like a jazz song. like full of covers and like weird moving bass lines and like just crazy piano work. Almost kind of goes into a bit of a theatrical sort of side towards the end, like sort of Dream Theater and Avenged kind of style.
Okay.
With like the Mars Volta like experimentation.
This album sounds fucking
It's
insane.
wild.
It does.
It is fucking wild. But it just bursts into this like epic as fuck ending with like horns and strings that's all 4/4, and it's like the guitar riff is like I literally when I hear it I just imagine playing it on top of a mountain. It's like I'm glad I picked this because it's been good to go back to it, and like they're I think the last 3 albums after they've put out 7 albums I think. One of Us Is the Killer, which came like 2 albums afterwards, and the new one is incredible as well. But they are so much more than. I mean, would you agree with that? That you thought they might just be a bit of a like too much over the top band, or?
I've seen them once,
Yeah.
and they were fucking exhausting.
Yeah.
Like they were insane to watch.
Yeah.
I can't even describe it.
Yeah. Did you see them at the Golden Gods? Were you there for
Yeah.
that? Because I've seen that performance, and it is just like a point of how punk rock do you want to be.
It's just. I think what really got me was when that guy jumped on stage, and I think he slipped and he split his head. And
Oh, Greg the singer.
no, but it was.
Because he had blood on his head, didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, well, he injured himself as well. I think
Yeah.
he might have smacked himself with the mic. But this
Right.
random guy from the crowd, like he was bleeding, and
Right.
the singer mopped the blood up, like off of his head with his hand, just licked it off of his
Yeah.
hand.
Yeah. They like to be. I mean, I think they've wound down a little bit, like because
Not from what Temple was saying that
Yeah.
a download. Like,
Well, compared to like, put it this way, like I'll have to see the video. There's a video of an album launch show, and they are playing in HMV, and they've got the stage is literally the same level as the crowd's head, but there's no security. So here's the crowd. Sorry guys that are listening that can't see what I'm doing. Here's the crowd. Here's the stage. Comes on, and you've got this weird eerie music, and he just runs over the crowd's head.
yeah,
all the
Temple
way.
was
So
telling
he
me.
like
Yeah.
walks.
Yeah, he
through
runs
that.
over everyone's head.
Yeah.
And when I saw them at Heavy, he literally came on stage and they've got like cabs on wheels that they're like Shikari are mental, but they're like, and they are fucking kind of scary mental. Some when you see Dillinger, you do feel like you are at risk. Like he
Genuinely,
javelined his fucking
it's-
mic stand into the crowd, like literally threw it, like really aggressively. And I'm
Again,
just like,
That's what Temple said. I
Yeah.
mean, I wanted to see him at download, but I was so blown away by Slayer, I decided to stay and finish watching Slayer.
yeah,
But Temple was saying at one point, one of them had their guitar lead nicked.
yeah.
So he is standing, like he's standing on the crowd,
He always is, yeah.
jabbing people
Yeah.
with his guitar, trying to
What?
find out who's got his guitar lead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because it's like one
Yeah,
of
that's
maybe
mental.
5 people, he's just bashing people left, right, and
Yeah.
centre
Shit.
to get his
Yeah.
fucking lead back. And Temple's
Yeah.
like, Temple messaged me. It's like, it's carnage. It's like there's just equipment flying everywhere.
It was their
Yeah, weren't
last
they
ever
like
show,
pushing
though. Yeah.
fucking PAs off the stack into the crowd?
What, download or?
No, generally. Like,
I think like I think they kind of.
I
There might be
do
a
wish I'd have seen him.
bit of a
but
bad stigma with like all of the aggression and stuff, because obviously if you're going to play venues and completely fuck it up, you're not going to be able to play again. But like they are literally one of a kind. No band is really, even no matter in the realm of tech metal, no one really does what they do, and I don't think anyone ever will.
even for like let live to go as mental.
yeah, I mean, well, I'm just talking about music.
Oh,
musically,
musically,
like
yeah.
I mean, I thought I'd do it today since this was their last. I think it's their last ever show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, they made a point of being like, if you look at how the At the Drive-In used to be when they started out, like just completely like ridiculously like unhinged, just wild. But anyway, this album, go listen to it. I think you'll be surprised with some of the stuff.
I'm
on there.
excited because I've never listened to this band.
I have.
Yeah.
My only experience with Dillinger is when he was on a Soulfly track.
Ah.
Oh, okay.
So
So you've never heard a Dillinger track?
No.
Right.
Oh
Same.
man,
Fucking hell.
Never.
Right.
I haven't heard of no.
I'm gonna just make this point clear again. There is a lot of stuff on here that you're gonna find that you probably won't be able to get into because it's. So
Are we
extreme.
going into the deep end with these?
Yeah, you are.
Okay.
But
That's good.
there are. It's worth sticking around for. Like I say, the end of 82588, the fucking breakdown there. Milk Lizard is an absolute fucking banger. Black
I
Bubblegum.
love that title.
Yeah, I know. Like, I think for me, I think this is because this is the album that I rediscovered them on. Like they've got the album before. There's a song they always play called "Sunshine the Werewolf," weird names again. But that is one of their best tunes as well. But for me, because I discovered there was so much more than all of these things, it's now the special one for me, you know. Anyway, give it a go.
Cool.
Awesome.
And then we'll listen.
Right. I think that's us.
Yeah,
Is that us?
that's us done.
Shall I do like an outro intro? If that makes any sense.
No, it doesn't make any
What's
sense.
an outro intro?
Well, this is our
I
last.
don't want to go again.
This is our last.
this way in here.
This is our last.
Hello.
We were on a fucking loop before, weren't
This is our last Infinite Metal podcast, and then we are rebranding.
we?
Yeah.
We're rebranding
So
to the breakdown culture.
yeah, maybe we'll
Who-
do this one properly.
Who's with us still out there? 2.5 hours. Who's done well?
Yeah,
You have done well.
So yeah, thank you for listening to all of the Infinite Metal stuff. We've done quite a few now. That's what that was sort of the 16th.
15th,
Yeah.
I think, isn't it?
16th, I think.
Yeah, it's
Who
been good.
knew?
We'll check that when it's uploaded.
Yeah, thanks for
Right,
listening.
yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. You'll find us on all the social media stuff
Yeah.
as well. So
Yeah,
We're going
we'll be
for-
throwing that shit at you left, right, and centre.
Yeah.
Keep an eye out for us.
We're still going to do all the same sort of structure. We're still going to have news. We're still going to have new listeners. Still going to have our main topic. Still going to do the game because that's cool, and a Raw Killer because that's cool too.
we'll see how long we can drag out the game for.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
game might
Die a death
might die
eventually.
dead, but we'll find another game.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right. Cool. Thanks for listening.
Alright, thank
Thanks,
you guys.
everyone.
Bye, cheers.
See
See
ya.
you next time.